Hello again, everyone. It's Thursday once again, and we're here with episode 2 of Vibrance. Last week, the guys got very acquainted with the town and have been kind of strolling around, and were introduced to the mayor, or the ruler of the town. And well, they don't know if he is. He didn't really get a chance to introduce himself properly, but um, as far as the guys are aware, he is a very, very rude man, and he will pay for being rude.
He
So
will.
yeah, they did, however, meet a very, very nice bartender in Rick's bar, and he kind of gave him the lowdown as to what was kind of going on around Vibrance. And it appears that anyone who had kind of fallen in through this supposed portal into this town, it's not long before they are assimilated into society and drained of their memories and personality and life and everything. And what once was someone from the outside world very soon becomes someone who believes to have been spending their entire life in Vibrance. And they have been just given the information that it takes about, on average, 4 days for this to happen to people. But they did also find out that maybe they can get home if they were to have an audience with the ruler, who introduced himself as LeBlanc. But time is against them, and seemingly drinking some of this color stuff might help. But whether it has good effects, bad effects, or just indifferent remains to be seen. But before we get into any more, let's just do a quick few housekeeping notes with all the goings on in Penny Dragon Games. So first of all, the Kickstarter for Brooklyn's Book of Beasts is now officially closed and has been fully funded by hitting 2,800% and 150.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was absolutely awesome. Thanks to everyone as well who backed it, and it hit the 150,000 stretch goal as well. So really, really good going for something that was fully funded in 20 minutes as well. So that was great, guys. Thanks so much for all the backing there. Just with the other streams as well, last Friday, the Churn gang found out that the God Thief has been at it for longer than anyone knew. So much that it seems the current gods stole their places from the previous ones. And in 3 weeks, the party will face the truths and plan for the future. And then tomorrow, the Saffron saga returns at 7 p.m. Having located the home of the Carved Witch, the party are working their way through it, room by room, but she has rolled out the welcome mat for them, and they're at their jumpiest yet. And then on Sunday, you're going to be absolutely sick of the sight of me, because I'm back with the Violet Madness, and the party have been reeling from a series of exhausting events that took them away from their main objective. But it's back to town they're going now, and the apothecary has a dangerous experiment in store for them of tiny, tiny proportions. The party are tasked with shrinking down to size and extracting living tissue of the plague from inside the human body. So don't miss out. They could get to the heart of the issue. Then next Tuesday, there will be no Fellowship of the Fallen. They'll have another one-shot, though, with some old and new faces thrown into the mix, and our adventurers are sent after a cult trying to raise one of their own to godhood. So yeah, that's everything going on with the streams and Penny Dragon Games. So I will now introduce the characters who are making their way around town. Still have that stuck in my head from last week. So first up, we have Ben.
Hi. I feel like last week I didn't give a visual description of Kobu, which is very unhelpful for a creature of beginnings unknown. So I will. People picked it up from context clues, I think. Kobu is about 2 to 3 foot tall. It looks like a little wooden tree. So it sort of has this like a wooden shield face with kind of deep, dark set black eyes with little specks of amber. Wears a nice little white shirt and suspenders. So I've brought visual aids and wore them tonight. And Potter's around the place and toddles and skips because he is 5 years old. And I'm Ben.
All right, and next up then we have Craig.
Hey, so I'm Craig. I'm playing Gendry today. I feel like I also did not give a very good visual description of Gendry. I just sort of talked mechanics. So Gendry is sort of this older halfling. It's his last adventure, let's put it this way. But he does sort of maintain this sort of youthful spirit, and he has traveled around with June for some time as Sort of this, if you want to picture, like we've been saying, like kind of like a Baze, Malbus, Chirrut, Imwe kind of dynamic between the two. Yeah, and that's me.
Cool, thank you. Next time we have Wayne.
Hi, I'm Wayne. I'm playing Zarin Brighthammer, the Oathbreaker Paladin / Sorcerer. And I think he got a pretty good description by the end of the last episode. But I will say that Zarin and Kobu have been traveling together for 3 years. So they're kind of like, it's a few people messaged me like online, were like, oh, it's a lone wolf and cub type of thing. Kind of a Mandalorian kind of situation, like with Grogu and stuff. Yeah, pretty much it. Very protective of Kobu. Anyone says boo to a goose or to do a Kobu, they're getting the heavy end of the mace. That's pretty much how it works out. So yeah, that's Zarin, a large half orc, just imposing wide shoulders, shaped like a Dorito, basically. Yeah,
Burly, if you will.
Yeah, burly.
I love that, like a Dorito. Delicious.
Perfect. Yeah, and next up then we have Kat.
Hi, my name's Kat. I'm playing Jun Obata. I think from the last session, we kind of got to see that he is the goodest boy, aka the most terrifying boy. He's a shifter barbarian samurai. And he has canine-like features with the pointed ears. He has amber-colored eyes, a bit like a wolf. But perhaps more strikingly, he has if you can imagine, a Glasgow smile, but teeth. It's just fangs, gnarly fangs. And despite his sort of quiet demeanor, for one reason or another, he has been traveling with old man Gendry here for quite some time. And even though Jun is middle-aged himself, silver-haired and everything, he has dedicated his service and life to Gendry because Jun's a bit of a stickler for lost causes.
Alrighty, thank you. And last but not least, then we have Orla.
Hello. So I'm Orla, and I play Mina, who's, a simple soul. What you see is kind of what you get with Mina as far as she's concerned. She doesn't feel that she's really showing her best here because her whole thing is that she's very colorful and very shiny, neither of which is really coming across right now. She's a performer. She's a bard as far as she's concerned. She's a stage presence, so she's not loving this grayscale thing. She's not really art house film vibe. That's not her thing. So she's not totally feeling it. She does really want to get out of here, but she's pretty chill. She's not overly worried. At this stage of her life, she's faced a lot of strange things. So she's just kind of like, it'll be fine.
All right, that is everyone then. Yeah, so I suppose I already kind of pretty much gave a up-to-date recap, but just to reiterate that there are several different colored buildings around the city of Vibrance, one of which was the House of Blues, but each of these different colored buildings seems to be pumping this kind of magical colored energy up towards the castle in the middle of the city where LeBlanc is supposedly housed, feeding him power. And the gang have just destroyed the blue colored tank. So I will bring you guys back to the city. I think you were strolling about figuring out where to go next. So I will leave that completely up to you guys. There you are outside the House of Blues.
I mean, the orange one is just in front of us.
Yeah, I like when I can just see something and then I do that.
Might I suggest we adjourn to Rick's Tavern, or whatever it's called, to maybe take stock of what we've seen and maybe plan our next move rather than just diving headlong in. I'm all for diving, but
I love to dive.
Oh, that is great.
Rex is a dive.
I love it. I like
that is a
you,
very
kid.
good point, Kobu. That's just an idea. We can.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. Counterpoint, though, is that we don't know anything. So even if we go to Rick's, we'll still not know anything in Rick's. And then we'll have to make a plan based on we don't know nothing. So what are we going to talk about in Rick's that we're not going to talk about on the walk to the orange place?
Well, we could study the blue liquid, maybe.
I already drank it and I'm fine. Am I fine?
For now.
For now.
How long has it been since they drank? Because I didn't drink any.
Literally been
I drank a whole bunch.
5 minutes.
Gendry
Yeah,
did
it
as
hasn't
well.
been too long.
It's been
but-
5 minutes.
And didn't you store some in a water
Yeah,
skin?
I've also got a water
Yeah.
skin of it, but I
Yeah.
drank a whole bunch out of the thing, and then I filled a water skin.
Okay.
About half a water skin now, because when Kobu drank some, he spat a lot of it out because it's mint.
Right, yeah. But I still have half a water skin, and I drank a whole bunch of it myself. So that's
yeah.
there's 3 of us have already drank it.
Yeah, Jun
Okay.
was like dog at a water fountain style.
Yeah, that was happening. So, and we're all fine. So
Yeah. Never better.
Do they seem fine?
They look okay. Like, I mean, yeah.
Any color returning to their cheeks?
No.
Hmm.
No.
Oh.
I do believe the Rick individual told us that he drank this stuff on a regular basis to keep his mind sharp.
Yeah,
that's why I drank it.
Yeah.
And I'm just very aware, and I will mea culpa, put my hands up and say this, for I pretty much bashed them, but we have destroyed his source of liquid.
Yeah, I don't really want to tell him that.
Yeah,
I think
maybe we should.
I have an inkling he already knows.
Secondary point. Also, we may have got him in some trouble, and I don't really want to tell him that either. Because I don't remember who it was, so I'm not pointing any fingers. It could have been me. I don't remember what I had for breakfast. But somebody, and I don't remember which of us it was, told the creepy dude that we got a blue key, and that's why we were going to the House of Blue. And I feel like that was we probably shouldn't have said that, because I think we got Rick in trouble. But I don't really know, and I don't remember which of us did it, but just like going forward, if anybody else helps us, we probably shouldn't tell the creepy dude about it.
I hear you. Okay. It was me. But here's the thing. If he can't drink the blue stuff, how about we just... I would like to tell Rick what happened, but if we wait a couple of days and tell Rick what happened, well, then Rick won't
He might forget.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
But you've
So
raised an interesting point, and now I worry for this man.
Well, counterpoint though, let's just solve the mystery and save everybody, and then it won't matter anymore.
I do like that idea. That is a very good idea. I like that idea.
Like then we don't need to have like this ethical quandary, which I hate. They're so boring.
I believe ethics and it is part of being
Oh God.
just and true about.
Moral and philosophies aside, old man, how are you feeling physically?
I'm feeling as spry as ever. I managed to stay out of the way for the most part. Gendry kind of looks around, but looks like a couple of us might need to take a moment and kind of recollect. If we're at all concerned about this Rick guy, I mean, it's on the way. We could stop in and see if he's all right. Obviously, don't tell him about blue stuff, because that won't be good. But I mean, that might give us an opportunity to kind of regather our strength before heading to what I'm sure will be another very interesting building.
I mean, we could do that.
Just to check on him, just a drive-by
Yeah, just to
check
make
up.
sure. I'm sure he's fine. It'll be fine.
If we did
Yeah,
get him in trouble,
we could
it's
give him
only
the
right.
key back at least.
Mhm.
I mean, it
And-
doesn't do much now, but it is his.
Yeah, but that might
Maybe-
invite him to come back to the House of Blues, and maybe we don't want him doing that for another day or two.
Maybe
But I mean-
we could sustain him with giving him some of the liquid.
I don't want to do that.
Why not?
It seems like a bad idea
Why is it a bad idea?
because I want it.
Yeah, there's
But you've
Less
already
to go
taken
around.
some.
Yeah, but what if we need more? What if one of you two starts to forget things? Two of you didn't drink any.
Well, you have to share. It's part of.
No, for you guys here. Consider this, right?
I'm listening.
we're gonna actually do something. And Rick seems like he's kind of given up. I don't know if you noticed the vibe in the bar. Did he seem like he was planning on saving the town to you?
No, very dour. Very
Like
dour.
extremely not. And I mean, I feel bad for him, I do. But also I want to survive, and all of you are going to help me do that way better than a bartender who has basically lain down on the ground in the burning building. You know what I'm saying?
You do make very good points.
I sometimes do. It comes upon me in fits.
Yes, but he also did risk his neck for us by telling us of this blue liquid and giving us the key.
Yeah, which is why when we save the whole town and save him too, I will feel very good about the whole thing.
I've been swayed. Let's go kill something.
Yay! Oh no, but I'm fine to take a rest. I just don't want to give him anything out of the water skin right away, or tell him the truth. But I will give him his key
I'm on board.
and take a rest. Like that's fine. But I just don't want to get into it with him, you know?
Yeah. No need to upset him before he needs to find out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't like to upset people.
Jid is going to side-eye Gendry very pointedly right now.
What?
This is... have it your way. But if anything happens to this man, it's on your hands.
Listen, I got a feeling about that guy. I feel like he has a
you have
bigger
a
role to
feeling.
play.
Another one of your famous feelings.
Hey, you know what? I had a feeling that
He starts
you were
growling
gonna
like a
be
dog a little bit. Like,
Okay. I'm
sorry. I lost myself for a moment. Sorry.
Shall we?
To Rick's.
You're heading over to Rick's. Okay, let me drag you guys over there then.
I'm just going to tug on Zaren's hand. Zaren, I won't be able to not tell Rick the truth, so I'm gonna go play piano. Or I want to ask John about being a dog. I wonder if she could do that again. He could do that again. I wonder if I could do that. That's what I'll do. I'll talk to John about being a dog.
That is a good idea. Good idea. Yes. Distract yourself in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, and you guys enter in the doors to this place, and Rick is just, kind of, as Gendry said just a few moments ago, just kind of idly just standing behind the bar. He sees you guys pop in, and he goes, you've only been gone like 20 minutes. What, did you get scared or something?
No, we just want to return your key.
Never mind.
We want to return your key. Hey, Kobu, go play with the piano.
I literally walk Kobo over and just hoist him down, like, Master Blaster style, off my shoulders and down into the piano. Just pop him down. And just put him in front of him. He's like, I think you should learn how to play. Definitely.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, they all make the same noise.
Well, then
Yes.
you need to hum the harmony notes.
Mhm,
So try going up in different thirds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
See, it's pleasing to the ear. And I'm just gonna stay between Kobu and Rick at all times. That's my.
Yeah, that's your goal. Yeah. So he's going to he's just gonna kind of look at you, kind of like in a I told you so manner, kind of like it's like, oh, you got scared, huh? Is that it? Just like some of the others that popped in through that old portal day. I tell them what's what. They say they're gonna save the day, and they take one peek inside one of the doors and they just go running.
Can I ask you a question? Oh, sorry, you go.
I'm going to take umbrage with him saying that we were scared, me in particular, and I'm going to walk straight over to him and stand over him and put my hands on the bar. It's like, we are not scared.
Oh, I'm gonna run over. And I was like, I throw myself onto the bar in front of Zarin. Sometimes emotions are so complicated, it's not helpful to give them names. And I'm looking at Zarin like, stop talking.
And I back off, just nod and back off.
And he'll like kind of scratch his head like, look, I'm sorry, I think I'm being too hard on y'all.
Listen, I'm sure what Zarin means is like, clearly none of us are scared. I mean, we're clearly all very, very capable. It's just that, we decided it best to kind of come back and reconsider our strategy and kind of move out again from here.
To the orange place.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
where
yeah.
we're going next.
Going heading over to the Orangery, huh? Well, never heard of any much stories from there. I know very little about the place, only that it's, as far as I'm aware, it used to be a place of relaxation for folks. Some of the more recent townsfolk that came in through their portal, they went straight for the Orangery because it was the closest. And it hasn't been 4 days yet. You might find some folk who still talk sense in there.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know that I've ever met anyone who talks sense. It'll be a nice first.
Well, there you have it. If there's any information you need about any of the other places, I'll tell you what I know, but a lot of them I don't know too much about.
What about crows? How do you feel about crows?
No, you must be talking about that old creepy farm up at the top of the hill.
It seems so subjective.
Well, all I know is about the Cherrywood farm is that and all the people up there are worked to the bone. Don't really hear much else than that. Pretty miserable up there.
Zarin kind of raises an eyebrow when he says work to the bone. Ever so just curious about that phrase. Tell me, do you know a lot about the other buildings?
Well, as I said, the farm, LeBlanc makes his subjects up there just work tirelessly day in, day out. The Orangery, don't know much about that place. As far as I know, it's a place of relaxation. The greenhouse, that's locked up tighter than a miser's purse, but I think the two boys in Mortar and Pedestal, they acquired a key like I did for the House of Blues. That's where they get a lot of their ingredients for their potions and elixirs and stuff. The meadery, too, just at the seafront there, that's run by, and he'll say in kind of air quotes, like that's run by the Queen, one of LeBlanc's loyal subjects. She, again, locks up that place as well, but I hear the Grinko gang down at the warehouses by the docks, they found a tunnel to sneak in, so I guess you might want to talk to those guys about getting in there. The temple, the Mauve-Light Temple, there's this lady named Eveline who lives across from the temple. She takes care of that place like a caretaker. I think she has a key for that place too. As for the black market, I think you can stroll right on in there, but watch your pockets is all I'll say.
That was very helpful information. Thank you.
It's like Wayne's World. For a security guard, he knew an awful lot of information.
Yeah.
Whereas I always assume bartenders know everything.
So he knows a deal about a few of the places. He doesn't know too much about the Orangery or the Meadery. He doesn't know an awful lot about the greenhouse either. But he just knows who has the key for it.
I kind of turn back to the group off to one side away from the barkeep. Low, hushed voice. We have a lot of choices. Where to go to next?
I mean, I figure let's just take things in like a logical, like we just go one at a time and not think about it too much.
Well,
the orange place is right there, and maybe people will talk to us. More people, more things. We know more things then. And then maybe we'll try one of those people that has like a key or a tunnel or something afterwards.
I'm willing to go wherever. It's like, I'm not trying to be overly cautious, but it's mysterious orange place where people are worked to the bone.
No, it's the farm where they get worked to the bone. Those are two different
Oh.
things.
The Red Farm.
So
Red-
much information.
The ones with the creepy
confusing.
crows that I was asking Gendry if the crows were like a good or a bad thing. It just seemed really subjective. But apparently in this context, bad.
Who was it, one of you, who was afraid of farms? Was it you? And he points at Mina, or was it the other one? Points at the other small person in the group, other than
Kobu.
Gendry.
Kobu.
Don't talk to Kobu about farms.
Kobu doesn't like farmers. They
Don't talk
generally
about
chop down trees.
Okay.
He might feel more at home in an orangery if it's full of orange trees.
Yeah, it
might
might be
even
best to
be
get
able-
him.
We could try the greenhouse afterwards.
Yes, he could speak with some of if there's animals and plants there. They could maybe.
Yeah,
Mm.
It's an idea. Well,
I'm pretty good on plants. I can do plants.
Where do we want to go first?
All right, I still want to go to the orange place first. I like the idea of relaxation, I'm not going to lie. And also, apparently, these people who talk sense.
Apparently being the operative word.
Well, I guess I just think they're new and they might have a different perspective on the town to Rick, and that could be useful.
They
Oh,
also might be
certainly.
more inclined to help us if they were doing the same thing we are now.
Well, I
Might as
will
well.
be on my guard in any case.
I assume that.
Right. I think we should save the farm for last. Just for the trees' sake.
Alrighty. Are you guys going to take a short/long rest or anything? Or are you just going to
I
bolt?
think we're just doing a short rest, aren't we?
Cool.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm good for. I'm definitely good for a short rest.
Okay, you can roll your hit dice if you need, or slash slots for
Just
warlocks
need
and
my
whatnot.
my spell slots back.
So an hour of time will elapse. So roughly at this stage, you've only been in Vibrance about 2 hours after your short rest. So you're not
I'm
too
very
bad.
efficient.
You're very efficient
progress.
on time. Yeah, for sure. So I'm sorry, I'm just gonna drag Mina and Kobe back so I can copy and paste you guys over to the orange place.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing about this kind of play. We're professional adventurers at this stage of our lives. You know, we turn up, bam, 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 punch the guy, find
just
the
get it
clue,
done.
go to the place, bam,
Out of here
bam,
in
bam.
6 hours.
Yeah.
We're on a schedule. We got the shit to do. We're
Really,
level
really
11.
I want to hear that enthusiasm when you're like 3 or 4 buildings in.
Well, we just
Maybe we
finish
should
up
just
here and
forget
get
who we
back to
are,
Rick
stay
for
here
a flavorless
forever.
pint.
Don't get cocky. Don't get cocky. Fucking look at CR levels in the fights and just go, woo.
Mia
Yeah,
started cocky. She can't help it.
Oh man. All right.
Hey, Zarin, do you want to hear my song?
Yes, by all
Okay.
means.
I'll sing it on the way. So it goes, one day we came to Vibrance, and then we went to the House of Blues. We smashed all of Rick's stuff, and now I can't tell him the truth. My name is Kobu. Kobu is my name.
I'm just banging on my shield with my mace just in rhythm to this, just to keep the rhythm going.
My name is Kobu.
I'm
Your
humming
name
a
is
harmony as
Kobu.
loudly as possible to cover the lyrics.
Because
You need
now
to
I
stick
can't
to
tell
the
him the truth.
Just as loudly as possible. I may break the flute out to cover the lyrics if necessary.
And then just a reminder for those of us healing up, aid is still in effect, so you can heal up those 20 extra hit points still.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty, let me know when you guys are ready, and I will drop you over.
I'm trying to think, should I burn sulfur points now?
Yeah, I have gone ahead and done that, and then Arcane Recovery to just kind of get some low level slots back here.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn some sulfur points to get some first level spell slots back as well.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't know why that did that. Sorry. Wall of text in the other thing. Cool. Okay.
Very cool with aid that you can heal it back up. I was like, I won't do anything. But if I can heal
Yeah.
the aid, then absolutely. All right, Mark, lead us to this TPK.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get this thing going.
Boom. Okay, so you make your way out of Rick's Bar, and you head down that little alleyway down the side, and you come to this compound that's completely encompassed by kind of, I suppose, the same kind of castle-y type structured walls. It's high, And you can't really see over it. You can only see the roof of this place, which is a nice orange color. And let me drag you over there now. So you guys are at the very far left-hand side of the screen here, and as you walk beneath this large, dark, silvery archway, a large manor looms over you, and castle walls hug the edges of a garden on either side of you, giving a small area where wild plants and shrubs kind of sway gently in the cool breeze. But ahead of you, a large wooden door with black metal hinges sits ornately into the smooth stone masonry that is the walls of the outer walls of this manor. Tall windows ranging from like a shin height for Jun and Zarin, but up to maybe here on the rest of you guys. They're almost about 20 foot high, so that you can tell that the rooms are quite tall inside. But the curtains are drawn, so you cannot see inside.
Well, I mean, Mina, for one, is certainly not walking towards that door, because Mina is a performer, has never walked in the front door of any manor in her entire life, so is circling around trying to find the servants' entrance. The tradesman door is what Mina's trying to find.
Okay. Looking around, there really is only just this main archway.
Weird.
Yeah.
And how tall did you say the gate was again?
Oh, it's I didn't actually say how tall the gate was, but
Oh.
it's Cheekers would say it's probably about 30, 40 feet high. Pretty tall.
Quite cool.
Cool. Does it have a keyhole?
So this one's actually open. Before you, it's this door that's closed. This is the doorway with the black metal hinges on it.
Okay.
So you can actually walk beneath this into the compound.
Okay.
Get
I was
that.
just too zoomed in, I couldn't tell.
No worries.
Kobu, you up my shoulders?
No, I'm skipping out of you about 20 feet. I'm now underneath the archway. I was considering if it was closed of just walking up the wall with my spider slippers, but if I can just walk straight in, then you know what? Wall's more fun. He's walking up the wall.
I just picture that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's just walking down the street on. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if Mina sees Kobu go again, it's gonna like rock after him.
Yeah, I'm going to stick close to Kobu. I'm not going to let him go out of my sight. Helicopter parent.
Yeah.
Not since last time.
So this thing in the door right in front of us is open. We can just walk straight through this arch.
Yeah. It's this door that's closed.
Whee! Let's keep
Okay,
going.
so I'm
Straight to
heading
go.
towards the door.
Okay.
But I have, again, reminder, magic eyes. So I'm looking for any kind of spells or enchantments that are on the door. And checking to see is the door, like if it's closed, does it have like a lock or any gaps that I can like look through with my little eyes?
Your magic eyes can tell you that it is a plain standard wooden door with metal hinges.
Cool.
Of course.
Your magical eyes also tells you that it is not locked with a padlock or anything, but it's a large kind of double door, very kind of ornately designed as it would be for a kind of grandiose manor such as this one. But for all intents and purposes, there doesn't seem to be a physical keyhole or kind of, there is like obviously that like gap in the or slit in the middle where you push open the double doors, but it's kind of like cushioned and sealed, so you actually can't peek through.
Have you tried knocking?
I'm going to take the pommel of my mace and just go.
From from the other end, you hear a kind of startled kind of. Yes, come in. The door's unlocked.
Oh, I mean, we didn't try just opening it, so I guess we just do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me open this door for you. So, you push open these bulky double doors to find yourself in a reception area. A large, polished desk with decoratively crafted legs takes up almost the entire space of this room. But behind the desk, there's a half-elf kind of writing on a piece of parchment, but he seems to have scribbled a bit because of the startled mace banging on the door. His appearance, like yourselves, is grayscale as well, save for the orange-colored garments he's wearing. And just kind of poking out from underneath his garments, you just see this kind of like amber kind of necklace, I guess, that kind of glimmers in the candlelight. And as you approach, he looks up at you and greets you with a toothy smile, and he says, welcome to the Orangery of Seclusion." He says, kind of in a very kind of warm and pleasant manner. He says, how may I serve you today? He said,
Hi. So nice to meet you. I'm Mina. We actually are looking for some associates from work that I think got sent in ahead of us to Vibrance. We've been looking for them. It's been a little bit difficult. They would have come in a few days ago, probably a little confused.
Yes. Lady Mina, was it? Please forgive me. My name is Emeris, and I am the caretaker of this manor. And yes, as you so put it, there have been new guests to the manor, and they're currently enjoying the lodgings we have offered them.
We would just love to catch up, if that's an option. If you could point us in their direction. We have a little, some catching up to do.
Absolutely, the Orangery is open to absolutely everyone. There's feel free to peruse the halls of this manor to your leisure. If there's anything I can do for you, just call. Every door is labeled with a placard, so it's very hard to get lost around here.
Any barrels we can smash?
Excuse me. Why would one want to smash barrels?
It's a lot of fun.
It's this new kind of emotional release exercise therapy. Mm-hmm. It's really good for the pores.
Interesting. I'd never heard of such a technique, but let me look in.
It's French.
I don't know what French is, but I will look in the storeroom for some old barrels, young man, and if I find some, I will bring them to you post haste.
Thank you. French is half furball, half ent. Just in case you wanted to know, that's the.
I shall make a note of that. That is.
Everybody knows that fearbugs have the best spa treatments.
And barrels are made out of ants.
In a way.
Oh yikes.
Ooh. So not tree cannibalism for you.
Oh. It's like when a kid realizes what chicken nuggets are.
Never mind. I said nothing.
Yeah, it's like Mina's smile stutters for a second and then it's back.
Yikes.
Yikes.
I just kind of hoosh Kobu along and just kind of like, come on, let's go, come on, and just kind of push him in kind of towards where we're directed. It's like, we'll find barrels, it's fine.
Mark, I forgot to ask, could I have cast Find Familiar? It takes an hour during the short rest.
Sure.
Cool, right.
Yep.
I found them.
What's your familiar?
You don't know, but Kobu's leaves.
Can we not see it?
Trees.
Is it invisible?
No, it's very visible, but Kobu's leaves and branches are rustling a bit more than they have been. But why am I being secretive?
Is it a sentient pile of leaves? Then I'll be so mad.
No, it's a tiny, adorable little owl.
Okay, that's fine.
That lives in Kobu's hair.
He's Afro.
Yeah.
Elfro.
Oh no. I have to leave now.
This session is going to be a hoot.
Anyway. What have I done?
Guys, I'm supposed to be playing the bard. I think.
I'll see myself out now.
There's a little bit of
Enough of the giggles.
So like Mina, as you kind of make your way into the grand kind of hall area / foyer, Emeris does call after you and say, just to be aware, Miss, that there are certain rules for the individual wings of this manor. It's all described on the doors, but just please adhere to the guidelines.
I love rules.
Sure. Okay. So as you pass him, then you enter this foyer area, and of course, the colorlessness of everything in this grand hall here is kind of tempered by the bright orange carpet that you're standing on. And you look around. Ahead of you, you see another archway guarded by stone statues of armored knights towering over this hall, just over here, right in front of you. And you see this archway. The doorway is kind of open, kind of just already propped open, leading out into this kind of garden area, where you see the trunk of a large tree taking up most of the visible space. You also hear the faint trickling of water in the distance from that direction also. To your left then, so north on the map, so just here, you see a closed wooden door with a metal placard embedded onto the woodwork, and the sign reads the Physical Relaxation Wing, and beneath it, it says, the rules are no weapons, no armor. Please use the robes provided in the changing rooms. Then, to your right, adjacent to this kind of statue here on the table, you see another kind of little kind of placard on a lectern type situation. And it says that this is the Mental Relaxation Wing. Please adhere to the guidelines on each of the 3 neighboring rooms in this wing. So you see 3 doors here, here, and also here. And obviously you're too far away to read those ones, but yeah, that's the lay of the land. Garden to the straight ahead of you, Physical Relaxation Wing up, Mental Relaxation Wing down, in a nutshell.
Can I have a look at the statues that are guarding the archway towards the garden? Are they magic or are they just spooky?
They're just spooky. Well, are they even spooky? This is a nice relaxing place. It's not giving off any...
You just said guarded by stone statues, which kind of gives everybody... That conjures an image, which is not relaxing.
I would find that comforting, I don't know, I don't know.
So say
a Greek statue, of an Apollo figure.
It's just that we were talking Tolkien lore before the stream started, and so the second you said guarded by 2 stone statues, I'm in Cirith Ungol currently.
Yeah.
So that's where my mind went.
We also just fought stone statues.
That's
we just almost got killed by some statues.
I think there is a little bit of disliking for statues for the next foreseeable future anyway. So
I just wanted to clarify. Did they seem threatening, like they were going to come to life and try to kill us?
Oh yeah, they're going to.
I give Jun depression again.
No, I'm kidding. No, these ones, they seem very, very inanimate.
Cool.
Like the
That's
other
how
ones.
I like my statues.
Darren is going to look at the plaque on the wall that says no weapons or armor, and he's just going to cling to his mace and shield just a little bit tighter than usual and just move away from that door.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, same, buddy. I'm 80% dagger. I don't think that's going to work for me. In fairness, there's not a lot of me. That's not hard to do, but...
Koba's just going to skip right up to this tree here. Papa?
Okay, yeah. So you're out in this kind of garden-like area, and there's this fellow kind of just standing right beside you and he's wearing kind of this, I suppose, kind of hide armor, I suppose, and he's wearing a cowl hood, but he's completely grayed out like you guys, and he just startled from him. He's like, hello, who are?
Oh, hi, I'm Kobu. I like magic. Not all magic, but I definitely like magic where you can turn into stuff. That's the coolest magic I've seen recently. This is my best friend Zarin. These are my friends Jun, Gendry, and Mina. We're here to relax, maybe smash some barrels. And I was just seeing, turns out we're no relation, me and this guy. So,
I have a DM question.
Sure.
What was the name of the town we came from?
Fenlo.
Cool.
Not to be confused.
It just occurred to me that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I'm from there, so I feel like
hey, Rune.
Townie McTower.
Townton.
Anvil.
Valley Towns.
Town.
Do you want to see a trick?
Acmeville.
You're asking this person the trick? Yeah, he'd be like, sure.
What's this? Koba's gonna cast Mage Hand and then high five it. Be like, never get left hanging.
I see you're a magic wielder. Not too keen on that kind of thing myself, but.
Oh. Kobu immediately leaves.
And is this guy in any way like, is he attending to the garden or something, or is
Oh
he,
no, he's just chilling out. Like he was kind of
just a
walking
dude?
around. Yeah, he was just kind of walking
Just
around.
some dude.
So he's not part of the. He's not wearing orange in any way. He's just a
No.
rando.
He's like you guys. Now, when I say when you say rando, he is wearing armor.
I'm gonna.
Light armor, hide armor, kind of thing.
Mina's
Hide
gonna
armor.
look at him and say, "Are you from Fenlo? Did you come in recently from Fenlo?"
I did. Yes. I take it you also came into this strange place. This is the first place I found for refuge.
Yeah, we've only been here a couple of hours, so we're still taking the lay of the land. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't really found anywhere good for gigs yet, because it turns out instruments, they do not do well here.
No,
It's a
nothing does
whole
very well
thing.
around here. I've been here about 2 days, and I don't know. Grips of this place on my mind is very jarring. Feels heavy. Feels sleepy a lot of the time. You know.
Have you hit your head?
No.
Because if you have, don't go to sleep.
Well, I do know what a concussion is, my dear, but the general advice is to not sleep when you have a concussion. Yes, this is true. But, I did not hit my head. You can rest assured of that.
Okay, just the way you were describing it. Right.
Zaren's gonna walk up and is like, "How did you get here?"
Oh, that was my follow-up question. Thank you.
Well, I was walking past that old Timmins dye shop. I had heard that the old man had croaked or something, and thought it would be an easy target. Just bust into the place, look around for some gold.
Zaren kind of just looks at him and is like intimidating.
And like, Mina's just got one hand on Zaren, like, not
Listen,
our circus,
buddy,
not our
does
monkeys.
Does it look like I was successful in my attempts? I'm trying to get out of here just as much as you are, but this seems to be the only kind of safe haven around these parts. That creepy tiefling dude keeps following me, but he hasn't appeared since I was in this place.
Interesting. Did he give you a nickname?
No, he didn't even know who I was.
Like number 2 or number 3.
Anything with a
shithead.
number. Really? Did he say any numbers?
Anything with a number.
No. That is oddly specific, but no.
Well, I feel like you could have guessed that he said something weird to us, otherwise we probably wouldn't ask. Then again, maybe we would. Maybe we're crazy. You don't know.
I don't. I have an intelligence score of 8.
That is
Mina
very
decides-
meta of you.
Is that out of 10?
Smart enough to know his attributes, dumb enough not to know what they matter for.
Yeah.
No, he obviously does not say that, but I know.
Mina's
he just doesn't make-
desperately resisting the temptation just to fuck with this guy's head now.
Okay.
Do-
You may do as much fuckery as you like.
Tell me, thief. Have you stolen anything while you've been here? Anything of interest?
Have you looked around? Nothing has color, nothing has value in this dump. Although,
I mean, some stuff objectively does. We're standing in a place where some things are. You can see the orange, right? Can you see that?
yes.
And as she mentions that, can Jun look at the colored pillows over there?
Sure. Yeah. What would you like to? You just gonna just investigate them for?
If they're kind of like when they were in the House of Blues, there were certain objects that were blue. So he's trying to get a feel if these are perhaps magical in some way, or if they have any sort of effect.
That would be an Arcana check, then, I believe.
You can just hold them up and I'll tell you.
Yeah, but she's busy talking right now, so.
Oh, okay. I'll just...
15. Yeah. Okay. These are very, very nice pillows, but not magical.
Fair enough.
Does this guy have anything on him? Because, like, Mina hadn't thought of it, but once Saren asked if he'd stolen anything interesting, is anything on his person lighting up as magical? Does he have any magical items?
No.
Boring.
Nothing on this person that is magical. Let me see. Yeah, so he just kind of, there's that little kind of back and forth exchange with you guys where he's kind of just given the lowdown as to how he got here, what he was doing beforehand, and it does kind of seem to check out that he is indeed a former citizen of the town of Fenlo, where you guys came from, also. Zarin, you do see through the window as well someone kind of sitting on this couch in the room down here, and they kind of just like turn back and see you and just poke their head up. You see the head of kind of a dwarven lady, and she kind of just looks up and kind of just waves. She looks kind of happy to see people, and she
Hi.
kind of hops off the couch, and you see her kind of just the top of her head from behind this couch just kind of scoot off in this direction.
And I just look around to see where Kobu's at.
Yep. So Kobu, you're walking around that path, looking in this window here. You see,
skipping around.
Looking in this,
skipping around, seeing what's going on.
This large window here has a pool area. Yep. And through this one, then a little bit of a smaller window, but you can see kind of two tables with kind of mattresses on them. Don't know what Kobu knows what a massage parlor is, but that's what it is. Zarin might know, I don't know. But there you go.
Oh, the place Zarin goes and says, never walk in here. Never interrupt me while I'm in here. That place? Yeah, okay. Never, ever. Knock before you come in here next time, Kobu.
This is my quiet time.
Yeah, is there anything I picked up just kind of skipping around the courtyards? I'm in my own head too, so it's like...
anything in particular you're kind of looking out for?
I guess I'm looking out for fabrics, something that might go nicely with the blue jacket I picked up from the lady in the blue house blues.
Okay, well, in terms of fabrics, anything that isn't just completely grey or just those cushions that are kind of just lying on the benches. Yeah.
Cushions are people stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Could turn a cushion cover into a hat.
Mm-hmm. Or two of them into a pair of pants.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, maybe. Or just one into a little pumpkin costume for this
or depending on their
version
size and Kobu's size, if they're biggish cushions, given you're small, you could probably just turn one into like a skirt.
True.
Yeah. Skip all around. Skip over here.
That dwarven lady that Zarin saw through the window has made her way out to the garden now, and she's kind of like big grin on her face, and she's just waving, and everyone goes, "Oh my God, hi! It's just so nice to see more guests, more people." Or have you been here all this time? I can't remember.
No, we're new. Are you from Fenlo?
No, I'm from Vibrance. I've been here all my life. Wait, that's not right either. No. I'm from Fenlo. Sounds familiar. No. Definitely from Vibrance. And this guy with the hood is gonna just nudge Yumina and say, "That one's been here quite a while.
I was picking up on that.
She seems to, I don't know, her mind seems rather addled. She doesn't know what way is what. She keeps kind of going back and forth in her speech. Quite annoying, really. I try to avoid her myself, but...
Yeah, hey, dude. I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but you clearly need some help. So have you considered writing a few key facts about yourself down on your arm?
Why would I do that?
Well, I'd like to introduce you to my friend Exhibit A.
She could just be a crazy person. Everyone, what are you trying to tell me here?
I'm about to lie a lot, so if you need me to roll for that in a minute.
Oh, I will need a deception check if you're gonna lie. Yeah.
That's fine. But in a second, because because she kind of goes like, "No, my patience with this conversation has run out." So she goes, "Well, ultimately, I didn't know how to tell you this, but I was sent by the Temple of Maliki from Fenlo in order to cure the people here of their madness. It's very contagious. People from Fenlo are being sent here in order to quarantine from a serious psychic plague. If you are here, you have already been infected." And then she just turns away and starts to walk away.
Okay, roll a deception check. He's gonna roll insight against that. Yes, you got to beat a 10. Oh dear.
Oh
mother.
boy.
Yeah,
That's a 26.
yeah. Like I mean, he's like you're just walking away, and he's just standing there, just going.
And like big, crazy. She's got proportional. I haven't really described Mina physically. She's like 3.5 feet tall. She has platinum blonde hair as well as being really pale and has like almost silver blue eyes that are a little big for her face. And she just like widens them as much as possible and like stares this dude down like kid in a horror movie. Little calm smile on her face. You're going to die. And then just leaves.
Yeah, and he's like, you walk away from this dude, and he's just like left there, like gobsmacked, like underneath this tree.
And like I'm just start waving like regally at everyone, sort of waving at the tree, being like, the blessings upon you. And there's like swans across the place after Kobu.
Yeah, and he's
Zarin walks up to him and is like, "This is what you get for stealing," and then walks away.
very harsh punishment, he probably thinks to himself, but there you go. Yeah,
He's got a lot on his mind.
yeah, he has a lot of thinking to do. For sure.
I think at this point, Gendry's kind of taking a little bit of pity on this poor woman and retrieves his water skins full of that blue liquid. Kind of walks over to her and says, "Here, have a mouthful of this. It'll help make things clearer."
Oh, that's very, very nice of you. I do enjoy wine.
Oh, it's not wine.
Oh.
No,
it's Blue Wicked. Have you heard of
It's a
it?
minty
Blue
beverage.
Wicked. It's
Minty Blue Wicked. It's a special limited edition.
It's gross.
yeah. It should help. you
Creme de
remember a
menthe.
little.
It is a creme de menthe. It's a creme de menthe.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. So yeah, she'll kind of give you a nod, Gendry, and she'll take a swig. But like she seems still, even after like she takes a swig, and she's just okay, thanks. And, like she still seems rather aloof, and just kind of like just starts pottering around the place. So, just kind of get like. Kind of looking happy but confused at the same time, like just walking around this place, like sees a butterfly floating around, just like and then she like turns her attention directly towards the fountain and that.
I mean, in fairness, so is Kobu. So
Yeah, so to be fair, it's like
yeah.
Yeah, they are creating a bit of a vibe.
How am I sure it's a butterfly and not a moth without a color to tell the difference?
And is that what you think the difference between butterflies and moths are?
Yeah, genuinely.
oh my god.
Like without color, right? Like how would they do it in a talkie? Like
Hold on,
Very
can I clarify what color do you think Ben, right?
Mm-hmm.
What color do you think moths are?
black and white, grayscale, black and white butterflies. They're old-timey butterflies. Butterflies when they get really old and they go back to the 1940s Hollywood, they turn into moths and then they start eating fabrics.
Interesting.
Cool. Just checking.
I mean, we don't know that's not true.
We don't know that it's true. We don't
I mean,
know.
There is
I know,
no evidence to the contrary.
I actually do know that it's not true.
Shh, we don't know that it's not true.
Zarin's going to go over to Gendry and be like, "I do believe she may have to consume a lot of that liquid in order to cure what she is ailing from."
It does seem that way. She's been here for quite some time, I'd suppose. Probably best to not just hand this stuff out to people we may need it.
Have you drank some of it?
Kind of say that
Yes,
earlier.
Quite a bit. Yeah, you did say that, but I saw this poor woman
but
and I just wanted to help.
But we could help everyone if we're not nuts.
But
True.
you are.
Your
your
argument,
argument
but I
is
came here
used.
that way.
I'm
thought
very,
that counts.
very aware that we haven't killed anything yet, and I'm getting a bit anxious. We're all just talking to people.
And I'm the unethical one.
It's not about ethics. It's about getting things done for the greater good. Right now,
Well, you're not the one that suggested we try to figure out what is what.
well, I think we need to go talk to people in charge. Someone.
So you
Exactly.
agree we must speak with people and not just kill
Well,
on site.
just-
I think speak to them, and then if we have to, we'll hit them. It's really going to get us
I
where we
mean-
need to be.
sure. Have clarification. The asshole, I point back at the guy I gave the existential crisis to. Clay said that he hasn't seen Spooky Pants since he got here, which is interesting to me because I thought he ran all the color buildings. But if he hasn't come here since then. Spooky Pants! Hello! Hello! He wasn't really here earlier. That was an illusion. Did I remember to tell you guys that? I did tell you that. Good.
If I'm not, I don't. DM, did we notice did we even get the idea that the blue liquid was being siphoned out of the House of Blues?
Oh yeah.
We had seen it was going down through pipes.
Yeah.
And he was part of his whole rigmarole that he was doing, talking about how great he was and how important he was like how in charge of everything he was. That was his whole shtick. So, it was a little vaudeville, I have to say, but he really committed to the bit, and I can respect that.
Yeah, he's a man of the craft.
Well, if this is the Orange House or whatever it's called, surely there must be a room similar to the House of Blues where the color has been siphoned to him to control.
Do we know that? I feel like we don't know that. I mean, maybe, but I feel like I don't feel confident in that knowledge.
I think we should just go find out.
Rick never mentioned any orange liquid. Maybe it's like, this time it's like gas or powder or like literal oranges. I feel like we just don't know enough.
Like this thing. I'm going to hope that I'm off investigating something and I found it.
Nice dramatic timing. I like it.
I've skipped back into the hallway and I'm looking around knowing that Zarin wants to find a source of orange. I am ever the friend looking for a source.
Absolutely, yeah. Can I get a perception check from you, Kobe, please?
Perception or investigation?
That would be perception, my friend.
Okay.
This is before you start investigating, let's say.
19.
Yeah, absolutely. From this wing here, if you can see my ping on the map.
I can. I'll make my way over there.
You can hear the sound of music from this door. Faint, but music. The closer you get, you can see placards on the doors of each of these three rooms. The door I just clicked on here to the left of the map. It says music room, instruments provided, no materials allowed inside. On this one to the south, it says drawing room, shh, quiet please, no talking. And to this one here, on the right-hand side of the map, it says the dining room. We adhere to proper table etiquette, no unnecessary somatic movements.
Mark, I'm not gonna roll anything. What I'm gonna guess is that if I try to cast spells using either material, verbal, or somatic components in either of these rooms, they're not gonna work. I'm a wizard. My intelligence is 20. Koba's is also 20. But that's what I'm gonna deduce. Am I correct?
That would be a pretty astute deduction.
Nice. I've solved the riddle of the doors.
Congratulations, we can all go home.
Yeah. I was only 5 seconds
Good work,
behind
guys.
Jess.
High five.
We did it.
We did
Does
it. Now.
Kobu relay this to the team?
Yes. Yeah. Kobo goes, okay, so these are all magical rooms in some shape or form. There's music and there's drawing. I think like drawing is in art and not bows. And then there's dining, and I think dining is in like eating and not the opposite of life. So when you cast spells in the dining room, you are not allowed use your hands. And when you go to the drawing room, you're not allowed to use your mouth. And when you go to the music room, you're not allowed to use, and he takes out some sand and goes, this!
Fucking sand.
Just, I'm biting back an inappropriate joke. I'm going to go to the... Well, I'm not interested in the rooms where you're not allowed to use your hands or your mouth. So I'm going to go to the music room. And I didn't successfully bite back the joke entirely. I'm going to go to the music room, which was the one
Just
over
the
here.
tip. Just the tip.
Yep, it's the one right where Kobe is.
It's very important to me. I'm a lesbian. Sad that I can't bring any materials in, but if I had to choose. Am I at the right place?
Yes, you've come to the right place.
I would like to go into the music room, please.
Okay, well, let me open the door for you. And I suppose as you open the door, naturally the volume of music gets louder. And as soon as you enter, you step inside, and this room is just pristinely polished with wooden floors, and your attention is turned to the armoire directly to your right. So the door swings open in this armoire, revealing a number of drawers and compartments, and a folded sign kind of sitting atop one of the compartments reads, "Please leave all spell-casting components in this safety deposit box. The music here is magical enough."
Okay, so this is where we're going to run into a problem. Mina deposited her flute into the armoire.
So they're
because
all...
Mina believes that to be her spellcasting component.
Fair, yep.
Mina is wrong though, because Mina is a warlock. And her actual spellcasting components are, none of you have seen them yet, but they are tattooed onto her arms. You can't see them, they're under her clothes. Because she's packed of the tome, but it didn't make any sense for me to have a book because she's not a reader. So her spells are tattooed onto her body.
Yes.
But they're on her. So I don't know how that works mechanically here.
Okay.
But she dutifully puts the flute in the armoire,
Sure.
believing that to be.
So in this armoire then, so there are these little compartments. So the compartments and boxes, they all have keyholes and they're all numbered. So they're like just little kind of drawers, I suppose. And each keyhole then has an orange tag, all bearing the number of the box that the key relates to. So you have numbers 1 through 12, and boxes 2 and 7 are taken. But could I get an investigation check from you as you're depositing your flute in the other ones?
That's a 19?
Oh, yeah. 19 is fine. You will notice that, boxes 2 and 7 are gone. They're taken. But the key for box number 2, the key has been snapped off, but the tag is gone. So it's like unopenable. But yeah, you can put the flute in any of the other boxes other than 2 or 7.
I opened number 3 because it's the one that I was looking at 2, so I just opened the next
the
one.
magic number.
I put my flute in and I lock it, and I have my little key away, and I go to look at the person at the piano as the obvious thing. Does anything, as I walk into the room, does anything happen?
No.
Okay. So Mina continues to believe that the flute is her spellcasting components. Fantastic. She rocks up to whoever's on the piano.
Yeah, sure. He has his back to you, and he's playing a lively tune, and is in these fancy kind of bardic clothes, like the feathered hat, the whole lot, And as kind of hears you approach, he'll stop and he'll turn around and say, "Oh, well, you're a new face. How do you do, my lady?"
I do very well. Hi, I'm Mina. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Ulbert, bard extraordinaire.
Same. Hey, buddy.
Oh, you play. This is excellent news. Everyone else here was rather sour when it comes to the musical notes and musical
It's bad
connotation.
outside of here. There's not a lot of music outside of this place in this town.
Have you heard
I
this
tried
piano?
busking and it did not go down well.
This piano he was just playing sounded fine.
Yeah, but I was thinking I was thinking outside.
Oh yes, I know. When I first arrived here, I went to that gentleman Rick's place, and the piano there was
that
dreadful.
Deeply cursed piano.
No, not good at all.
Where
But
are you
here,
from originally?
Me? Well, originally from out of town, another place that, God, top of my head, let's say Linfeth. But I came through Fenlo on my way to another bardic town where a competition was being held, and I wanted to try out new clothes. I went to this dye shop, and I went up to the counter.
Hearing that was a bad idea.
Yes. Well, I woke up and came to, or whatever. I even blinked, and I was just in this very boring place completely. And well, that was about a day ago, and here I am, holding up in this place, waiting, for whoever it is in charge to let us all go.
So you haven't learned anything or spoken to anybody?
Oh, Elagor, one of the town guards from Fenlo, is roaming about these halls somewhere and ranting about, oh, we need to get out of here. I need to save you all, and blah, blah, blah. But, he couldn't. He had trouble opening one of the cupboards in the changing rooms. I was going to get us out of this place, but he means well, I'm sure, but I have my doubts.
There's a lot of that going around.
Yes, I'm beginning to think that indeed. But it's good to have another bard here. This is good news. We can play some jovial tunes to pass the time, eh?
Well, they made me give up my flute on the way in, but I can play a little piano duet.
All right, yeah, and he'll scoot over on the chair. Yeah, let's get a performance check from you.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, not a good roll though. 13.
Okay, let's see if he outdoes you. He is with his modifier, actually. Yeah, so he's like, oh well, and he'll say that was a really nice tune we just played, and he's just kind of very kind of boastfully kind of give you some pointers and stuff. It's like, oh well, your finger slipped here, and you could do better at this, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I spent a lot of the day fighting a statue. I don't think it did my ligaments any good.
Fighting a statue, I dare say it didn't put up much of a fight, eh?
You'd be surprised.
No.
It charmed a friend of mine. It was very Pygmalion.
Oh, well, it must have been a very nice statue if it charmed a friend of yours. I'm again glad to have you here with us and passing the time in a very nice and musical manner.
Again, I'm kind of scanning him. Has he got anything magical on him?
Oh, let's find out, actually. Yes, he actually he has a set of
I won't know
bagpipes.
what it is, but I will know what school of magic it is.
It's sitting on the floor next to him. It's his. He's a bard. It's his instrument, bagpipes. So that's how that's his means of
Solid choice.
Yeah, channeling. Yeah.
Solid choice.
Well, the last time I played a real bard, that was my thing.
Bagpipes are the best.
Love the
Absolutely.
bagpipes.
They might be annoying, but at least they're loud.
Yeah.
Like they
They're
were
very
used during
martial.
wartime.
It's what my bard was playing before a beholder turned him to stone.
Oh no.
He went
Sure was.
I think I side with the beholder on that one.
As they're playing this duet together, Gendry's getting this strange sense of dread by how calm it is here and how just kind of blasé everyone is, and he's going to pull this little forked twig out of his pocket and cast locate object, just setting it on the ground, and it starts to levitate and move to different directions. He's focusing on if there's any sort of tank like there was in the blue one within 1,000 feet of him.
Wow, that is awesome. Let me just look up that spell real quick, just so I can get it right, so I don't.
I've got it in front of me. Describe or name an object that's familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet. So I guess he's focusing on anything that's of the same make as those blue ones. Yeah.
So okay, that's good to know. So what happens, Gendry, when you do this? So it's like a forked twig, you said. So I take it it's a twig that basically goes straight up and then kind of forks out like this.
Yeah, kind of like a divining rod kind of
thing. Like a tuning fork kind of thing is how I pictured it in my head. But so you said down the ground, and while Mina is jamming on the piano with our good friend Ulbert in there, it levitates off the ground, it spins real fast, and then just stops, pointing straight out this direction, pointing up towards the reception area or out towards the archway the way you came. But then it just starts wobbling, and the fork just starts bending outwards like this, like in a V-like motion. It is pointing this direction and this direction, and then until it eventually just wobbles and just snaps.
Oh, that's not a good omen, I think.
So when it snaps, does my spell just end?
No. That was
Okay.
just more for flavor or anything else.
No, it's great. So yeah, Gendry's going to focus on keeping those 2 twigs aloft, and
So if you walk around, those move with you and like basically are like a compass, right?
that's what he was hoping for. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So if you were to like, so walk around this foyer. If you were to move like up here, one fork or one twig is pointing this direction, another one is pointing this direction.
Okay. And Gendry will kind of not yell, but speak loudly enough that anyone near the doorway to that music room can hear him as well. And I think I've got a lead over here.
Yeah, Jin is following. He's been watching Gendry. He's seen this before, so he's just quietly
gives
watching.
a little bow to the bar and goes to get her flute out of the armoire.
Okay. Yep. And you can totally retrieve the flute. No problem there.
And
You
once
get your flute
everyone
back 100% not cursed or anything.
Yes.
definitely not cursed.
I would
Definitely
know
not
if
cursed.
it was cursed.
I know. I'm just
kidding.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Actually, I think I would know.
It's an
If
invisible
the curse was a spell effect, I would see that it was cursed. If it was
I'm just
something
playing.
spooky, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Write this
really know
down
how this spell
for next
works.
session.
As everyone like kind of starts to come back in. So these twigs. Sorry, Kobu, I don't mean this to be traumatic in any way for you.
I can help. I'll just cast mending on your twigs just to fix them.
Love that. Thank you.
There you go.
And yeah, I think that like it mends and it comes back together, but the 2 forked ends are still like bending and
They're
straining.
bending out this way. Yeah.
And he says, I think there's 2 tanks here. If we're all set on, just smashing tanks as we find them, I don't know. We could move a little bit more into that reception area and split off into 2 groups, cover more ground, or we could do them one at a time. What do you think?
I think collectively we should stick together.
Yes, I agree. Something's off. So it's just too passive
Also,
here.
in a town where people famously forget things, I think we should. I mean, this blue stuff will probably stop that from happening, but we only have a spooky bartender's word for that. So
True. Yeah, Slick Rick.
I resent that. Rick is sound. He wasn't spooky.
but like we don't know. We just met him. I barely. I mean, honestly, if he
Spooky
wasn't a
Rick.
bartender, I wouldn't have drank anything he told me to drink anyway. Stranger danger.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair point.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah, you
person
make
who
good
tells another person that they're gonna die. Like, damn.
Oh, he was being a dick.
Oh, that's where we
So
draw
was
the line.
Mina.
Yeah, but
I mean, I
you
think
know,
there was a lot.
it was
left over
funny
out.
when I did it.
Takes one to know one.
He was a dick first,
True. That's
which
fair.
I think matters.
Gendry,
That's,
what are your twigs doing? Really?
Thank you. Yeah. So as stimulating as this conversation is, the spell only lasts for so long.
I'm
So-
following. I can walk and talk.
I love a good walk and talk. And Gendry
Very
will
Aaron
start,
Sorkin of us.
starts walking out to the reception area and sees what the
Yeah,
twigs are doing.
they're straining even more, going splitting down the middle.
Okay.
Gendry.
Yeah.
I think, and I hate to be the one to, it's usually his Aaron's thing to go to violence. I think we got to beat up this guy and take his orange amulet and smash it on the ground.
Is that because you
That
want to
was
smash
such an
barrels, Kobo?
extreme reaction, kiddo.
Yeah, Kobo, are you okay?
Well, it's just that orange things. You can't smash a carpet. You definitely can't smash a pillow. But an
We
amulet.
could tear a pillow.
You could smash a table.
I could burn a carpet.
Let's not set fires. Time out.
Kobu has a very good sense for these type of things, and I'm more than likely going to trust what he thinks over these arcane and strange situations. And he's quite an honest chap.
I mean, I don't care. Let's smash whatever, but
Just don't tell him.
You're learning, Kobu. You're learning. Good.
And
I don't
Jin
want us to
is
be-
just in dismay, just shaking his head.
Aramis is just going to look back from behind his desk and go, You're gonna do what?
Nothing. We were just saying that in here could do with a chandelier.
Well, I will most certainly. I will most certainly tell the boss that the guests.
Who is the boss?
Yes. This fine manor was built by Sir LeBlanc himself.
Of course. Does he call by often? I haven't seen him yet in the last hour.
Very scarcely, actually. I haven't seen him in quite some time. He does drop by every now and again. On occasion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mina saunters up to. Is he Aramis?
Aramis, yeah.
And hops up to sit on the desk. Leaning a little sideways at a dapper angle. And just starts kind of asking a series of like personal questions, not like weird personal, but it's like, sort of like questions like how long you've been here.
Small talk.
This whole
That
situation.
is small talk, making small talk, trying to get him to relax a little.
Ask him what his favorite color is.
Yeah, that kind of thing. That would be really funny. I would also do that. No, Mina, Mina does. She's an asshole. She would totally ask him his favorite color.
It is red. No, I'm just kidding.
That would be so funny. If it's like green or something.
Yeah.
I want it to be green so bad.
It's actually black. It's like, oh no.
Oh, he's so goth.
Oh, yes. Love it. Love myself a goth.
As Aramis is getting distracted, Gendry's getting more concerned that the spells are going to last.
Zarin is going to walk straight up behind this guy as he's being distracted by Mina, take him by the back of the head and smash his face into the front of the table,
Oh, damn.
pulling the
I
necklace.
was gonna
from
rob
around his
him,
trach.
you lunatic.
I'm literally just
Some
getting
people.
tired of just standing around and being coy about things, and he just picks
Mia
up the head,
buttons her blouse.
smacks
off
him into the
All right,
table.
Let's do it this way.
pulls the necklace off, and hands it to Kobu, and just drops the reception guy.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
And Gendry like kind of trances out for a moment, and he sees this next strike hit before it happens, and his vision like returns to the moment, and he's like, "Oh, this guy's really gonna get it," and I'm gonna give a bardic inspiration to you to add a d6 onto that.
Nice.
D6.
If we can take a couple of free actions, Mark, if you let us. Kobo has a thing called Emboldening Bond, which up to 4 people that can see within range get a plus d4 that they can add to attack rolls, ability checks, saving throws, that kind of thing.
Love it.
Poor bastard.
Yeah, and so Mina, once Zarin like grabs the guy and like smashes him into the desk, she's just like, fuck this, and like puts her hand out and shocking grasps the guy on the table as well.
Oh my god,
Just,
stop.
like,
He has a family.
Tases him because she's like, this just seems overly dramatic. We could have done this in a less dramatic fashion. But
Oh
she's
my
like
God.
saying this
This
to
guy's
Zarin,
having
like
a
paying
bad
attention
day.
while electrocuting the guy beside her.
Who knew that the paladin was going to be the murder hobo? Like, what?
Oathbreaker is very
Gendry wants
important.
nothing to
Sorry,
do with
Breaker.
this.
This
Goes
is all
over
for
to
the greater good.
Never
Yeah, just
trust a lawful good bitch is all I'm saying. Okay, so like I might be neutral, but at least I had a plan.
Oh my
Fair.
god. Oh,
Yeah,
what
no,
have we gotten
Gendry wants
into?
nothing to do with this, and kind of walks up over to the door over here to see what his divining rod is doing.
Yeah, Jin's gonna also leave them to commit crimes, and she's gonna follow Gendry, the only person he trusts, apparently.
Does a
There's a law.
14 hit? I don't know. Does a 14 hit this unarmored dude? This
Yeah.
Don't want
receptionist we're
any
beating
part
up
of
for
this.
no reason?
They're gonna close the door too, like on their way out.
Oh dear. Yeah, 11 points damage. It's actually gonna kill him. So
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean it's
great.
just like fuck
Excellent.
this and just.
I mean, I had initially grabbed him and hit him with a 26 strength check. So I mean, I don't know.
I was
Like
going
all All I was doing was doing that and then taking the necklace and handing it to Kobu.
And then
Anything
you
after
Too
that.
late now.
You just flat out murdered the guy then. Yeah.
You straight up
While
murdered him.
making eye contact with Zarin, I mean, we can do this the dramatic way, or we can do this the subtle way.
I like to
Next
think-
time, let's stick with one plan at a time, please.
I like to think you just looked at Zarin with those like sparkly eyes you looked at that Phalo dude with as well, as you were like murdering this guy. He's like,
Because it's like, it's all the electricity like sparkles glitter like up and then like out of her eyes at the same time as she shocks the guy, and she just kind of shakes the last of the electricity off her fingers, like, honestly.
that is brutal. But
That poor man.
yeah, he is
He
straight up
didn't
dead.
deserve that.
I'm now gonna roll the body under the desk.
Okay. All right.
While I'm at it, I also steal the orange jacket or like waistcoat. Was he wearing a waistcoat?
Yeah, just like a kind of more like a.
For Kobu. I'm gonna steal the orange waistcoat for Kobu.
Okay. It would probably need to be like tailored in a certain way because this guy was a half elf. It is much
Probably cleaned a little bit.
And yeah, it's probably.
I grabbed his face. The waistcoat's fine.
He just has like a black handprint on his face.
I mean, I reached for the bit
Sick.
that Zarin was throwing at the desk next to me, which was his head. But from description from Wayne was his head. So
I was just bouncing him, like just literally just
Yeah,
with
it's
the
knocked him
intent
out.
of knocking him out to then take the necklace and hand it to Kobu. So that was the kind of the extent.
So,
Yeah, that
yeah,
escalated
you
very
can deal
quickly.
with the necklace thing while I'm stealing this waistcoat.
Okay, so
Okay. While you guys are doing that, Gendry and Jun, you were opening the door to the physical.
Well,
Physical.
before opening the door, just kind of like focusing on that twig. Like, does it seem to be pointing beyond this door, or does it seem to be pointing like,
No,
you know, is there like another entrance maybe?
It's pointing still to here. So this direction, and the other prong on the fork, we'll say, is pointing in this direction.
Okay, here.
So right to your, just right, straight here, and then down here.
I think there's some stairs somewhere here that we need to find.
Some investigation, or
I can help with that if we've got to that point where you know where,
So this
where
is
we're going.
This is happening in the meantime while you're rolling.
yeah, you guys murdered that guy, and we're like,
Okay, yeah. So I'm still searching his corpse, I guess, while this is happening.
Yes.
Cool.
So Gendry.
So yeah, I guess Jordan's gonna look for maybe like a tile that's a bit loose, or anything that might allude to like a secret compartment.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check then.
Oh, wow.
dang. Natural 20. Here we go.
Damn.
Hey,
This area, excuse me, and the door, no pressure plates, no like kind of hidden like gizmos, gadgets, tripwires, that sort of thing. And it is unlocked. It is openable. Nothing underneath the carpet or any pressure plates or anything like that either.
All right.
oh,
Again, Jin's just gonna look down at Gendry and shrug his shoulders. It's like, I think we have to go in.
yeah, let's try some doors. After you, my friend.
You open
Yes,
the door.
after me.
Yeah.
And this is the room that requires him to put away his weapons, right? Was that it?
Right, there is a changing room beyond that. It's in the placard to deposit your stuff. But you open the door, and boom, who do you see?
Ah,
Only our friend at the door, and he says, "That was very unexpected. You dispatched my loyal subject here. That only meant to nothing but hospitable greetings towards you all. But
as much as it pains me to say, I agree. What do you want?
I'm glad you asked," he says. And now
I'm sorry, never mind. I really don't want to.
his
Gendry, Gendry, come
Kobu,
on.
I found number 2.
His voice booms throughout the entire manor, so that Mina, Zarin, Kobu, you can hear it. Even all the other guys around the.
I guess I start heading in that direction if I
Yeah,
hear his
it
weaselly
rattles
little
the-
voice.
And he says, "Well, I'd like to let you all know, all our guests here, that you're all going to die. All but one of you is going to die this evening, and the rules are very simple. One of these people among you is in service to me, not aside from the gentleman that you've just brutally murdered.
It was a pretty tame murder, all things considered, but carry on.
Yes, and this subject of mine is tasked with eliminating all of you in very entertaining ways, indeed. But I am a man of fair play. I'll give you a chance to live. If you can find the killer before they murder all of you, then I shall open the doors to the outside once more, and the front door to the manor just closes shut. However, if you accuse or kill an innocent, well, I suggest you get very comfortable in Vibrance.
I mean,
Can I ask, is he still an illusion?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, definitely, yeah.
Worth checking.
And he'll say, well, let the games begin then.
Wait. Just before you go, look me in the eye. Is it the dwarf? Or is it the annoying guy?
Kobu, sweetheart?
Magic.
Little baby cakes? Oh, my lamb.
He is fading away at this point.
Which one is it?
No, inside thoughts.
Did I see a flicker of giving him LeBlanc knows? And there's a skill in this game called insight. Was there a flicker of recognition at anyone?
I don't even know what you'd be trying to discern with an inside check. But
I want to know, as I mentioned those names, as I looked them in the eye.
Like a body language thing, right?
Did they look up to the left or down to the right?
Was there like a body cue of like, did they acknowledge it? Was like
for a split second, oh shit, he got it. It's the dwarf.
Detective Kobu, like this is what's up.
I want that series, Detective Kobu.
Yeah,
I want that series.
Make that happen. Yeah, no, nothing like that, unfortunately, Kobu. He keeps a very, very steady poker face.
I'll get you next time, LeBlanc.
But things, as he fades away, all of your visions start to blur a little bit, and things kind of fade to black. Can I get everyone to roll a d12?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
11.
Oh, that's the d20. What am I doing? Sorry.
8.
I'm gonna use my
Also an
bless that I have, if that's possible.
Sure.
What is the bless again? What is it?
It's a
d4, I think.
4.
Yeah, it's D4.
Wow, you
this
guys
motherfucker.
all rolled 8s. That's except for Craig
For me.
and you. Are you gonna add bless that or just leave it at 2?
I'm gonna roll a d4 on this one.
We don't know if high is good, is all I'm saying.
So I got
We
4.
have no information right now.
He's committed to it. We'll find out.
So you guys
We don't know if high is
all
good.
black out for a moment.
No.
But Gendry, you wake up come to in a room all by yourself.
Excellent.
Kat, Nina, and Kobu, you're all in the same room. I'm going to transfer you. I'm going to take a break now, and then I'll move all the tokens. And then Zarin, wake up in a room by yourself. We'll take a 5-minute break now, and we'll find out we'll solve this little murder mystery, I'm sure, after the break. And
One way or another.
One way or another.
I know the answer. I did it.
They did, though. Technically, they're not wrong.
That is.
It was me.
Hey, I
done
just
it.
knocked the guy out. I knocked the guy out. That's all
He just
I did.
knocked him out. He just.
Yeah,
You're
he
an
felt no
accessory.
pain. He felt no pain in the
You're
end.
accessory to murder.
Yeah, you are an accessory to
I think he
murder.
felt a little pain when his head. hit the
Mean
table.
strikes me as somebody who accessorizes all right.
And with murder.
With murder.
It looks
Okay.
great with these boots.
We'll take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll return to this fiasco after that. Then.
Lovely.
Thanks very much, guys. See you in a bit. We are back. While we were on a break, I just did a little bit of rearranging around the manor. So when everyone kind of blacked out after encountering our friend LeBlanc, I had asked everyone to roll a d12, denoting which room in the manor that they ended up in. And luckily, the party isn't split too badly. However, unfortunately, none of the other party members know where the other ones are, so this could get very hairy very fast. But here we go.
Small mayhem.
Yeah. So with that, I am going to start off with our friend Gendry, who is up on the top right-hand corner of the map in the sauna. So you're in this. Let me just fix that. Yeah. So at the top right-hand corner of the map, Gendry, you are in the sauna area. The smell of kind of like I suppose that smell you would get in a sauna, this smell of really kind of hot pine in this steamy room with a brazier in the center, kind of burning these coals to release this really hot steam into the room. You look around, not another soul in sight. Would you still have your object thingamajiggy? How long does that last for?
10 minutes.
It is concentration though, isn't it?
It is concentration.
Yeah, that probably would have dropped.
That's all right. That's, I think, has become a little secondary to Gendry at this point, as he kind of comes to and realizes he's all alone, and like takes a moment to like appreciate the calmness of the sauna before like shaking himself back in. I think the first thing he does is like just call out as loud as he can. Hello, Zarin, Jun, Mina, Kobu, anyone there?
You don't get a response. I will ask you for a perception check, though, as you're kind of looking around the place after you calling out.
Problem.
Okay, 10, yeah. So with a 10, you can see that, so as I said, the walls are kind of very lined neatly with this nice, evenly paneled pine wood frame. You can see your exit, by the way. The door is just out this direction. But yeah, with a 10 on perception, you notice that the steam is kind of where it's congregating at the end here. It seems to be like escaping a little bit, and when your attention is drawn there, you can see that one of the pine panels in the wall is actually slightly kind of lipped, like a jar, a little bit.
Oh.
But so some of the steam is like kind of getting sucked out of the room through this little gap.
Let me go check that out. See if I can manipulate that panel at all.
Sure, yeah. It comes off rather easily. And I will allow you to see what is behind it. So, boom, you see two things. You see an orange tank, but you also see the body of that gentleman who was wearing the hide armor and the hood.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He's like laying on his back next to this pump. Very seems to like if you think about it, and he's just laying on his back and he has a dagger sticking out of his chest. And if you think about it, he was probably put in here, and whoever was in here made a very expeditious retreat as they failed to completely cover up the pine panel on this wooden frame. So it was a very sloppy job. It was a rushed kind of job.
Yeah, attention to detail really not their strong suit, and LeBlanc has kind of advanced our plans a little bit. Seeing this tank, Gendry's just like, oh, well, that's one, and he's going to cast Shatter on him.
Nice. Yeah, so no need to roll damage for that. You just do the thing, you cast Shatter, and the tank just rumbles and just goes whoosh, and you just kind of like, you kind of duck back behind one of the side panels of the wall. Otherwise, you get like splattered with this orange gloop. And yeah, the pump starts to rumble a bit and cease to function. The orange tank is completely destroyed.
And just kind of wipes his hands. Say, all right, well, best go find out the others. And start turning around and making his way out of the sauna.
Okay. Just going straight for that door, huh?
Yep, just straight out.
Okay. Boom. He leads out to a large courtyard. And I might stop you right there for a few minutes, if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
We'll jump to Jun, Mina, and Kobu. So this is kind of happening while Gendry was investigating the steam room.
Huh. Well, that was weird.
Yeah, 1 minute you were in the foyer, and the next minute you blinked and you're here.
John, I don't mean to be to upset you, but are you good at finding things like people? Is that a thing that shifters can do, like through your? Because I met a, I know it's not the same, but I met a dog once, and they were very good at finding stuff. So
There's like a low grumble, and you see like his like pupils dilate a little bit. No, but they have to be here somewhere. We'll find them. I'm getting really, really tired of this guy.
LeBlanc?
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't even know my name. Which is
No,
like
he's
so
very
weird.
rude.
Yeah.
He's very rude. All right.
Is it doors either side, Mark? Or is that just the end?
So sorry, yeah. So just describing the scene here. Straight ahead of you here, there's a door leading out to a courtyard. Then to your left, you see, yeah, indeed, another door with a placard on it, and then another door over here with a placard on it.
I guess we should read the plaques.
Yes, what do your eyes see, little one? Your magical eyes.
Ding, 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 ding.
Nothing magical. Nothing magical going on around here.
No. What do my regular ability to read tell me the plaques say?
Okay. Yeah. So going up to this door here, it says that the room is the pool area. The one over here says that this is indeed the changing rooms. And it would be a point to note as well, actually, that all of your physical weapons and armor are missing. By the by.
Cool. When I was talking to that old bard earlier, he mentioned something about a guard that was making a bit of a fuss. Said he nearly got himself trapped in the changing room. In a locker. That sounded... I just thought he was shit-talking at the time, but maybe it means something? I don't know. Maybe he was just shit-talking.
There's always a grain of truth somewhere, but I don't know if we should risk it. I don't need my weapon. I have mine. And he just shows his hands that are clawed. But I don't want to put you two in unnecessary danger.
I mean,
I have a plan.
we're already there, surely.
Fair point. Yes.
I could try. Oh, never mind. It's probably stone. But if I know Zarin, we always go back to the place where we last saw each other. So if we could make our way back to where the receptionist is having a sleep, then, which is probably through the changing rooms, because I saw this pool from the courtyard. Remember, John, we were walking and we saw the pool. So the pool, we must be just like, I feel like, no offense to LeBlanc, but he's not that strong. If all he moved us was like a little bit forward, because we were looking at this space before we were kind of on our way here anyway. So maybe he's helping us. But yeah, changing rooms. John, do you mind going first?
I mean, I'm standing at the door, but I mean, is the door even locked? I mean,
it doesn't appear to.
No. Jun's just going to head towards the door and push it open. Towards the locker room, sorry.
Yeah, sure. Open that for you. And yeah, you do indeed inside see this similar to Zarin, a large half-orc gentleman in a big... he's donning a suit of armor, and he just very kind of startled by your entrance. He goes, stop right there. Stop right there, you. Don't come any closer. And he's just
hey, buddy.
Yeah, he's just kind of like hopping, like trying to get into his armor kind of thing. So stop the movements right now, this instant.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say, honey. Do I recognize him from around Fenlo? How big a town is it that how do you know?
It's not a huge
guards.
town. Maybe roll just a quick perception check.
The question is, do you recognize him naked?
He's not fully naked. He's got the long. He's rocking
the most likely way to recognize him. That's a 19 perception.
Yeah, and like the DC.
Do I know those long johns?
Oh, you've seen them long johns before. Yeah, he is a town guard from Fenlo. Because you're from the town originally, I was going to make it a very low DC, so 19 is more than enough. You recognize this dude. This is Eligor, one of the town guards. And,
Ellie, come on.
yeah, like I mean, he probably recognizes you too. And he's like,
Don't give me a hard time here.
Oh, dear. Mina, you. I see you've fallen victim to the odd.
I know I rocked up here on purpose. I'm not unfortunate. I'm just dumb.
I see.
Jin nods. I was like,
Unfortunate or dumb, whatever it is you say, we're all in a matter of danger here. We need to escape. We need to fight.
Yeah, these two are with me. I've had eyes on them the whole time.
Okay.
There's two more I know aren't working for LeBlanc. I'm pretty sure the bard and the asshole thief are clean. That leaves us with whoever I didn't run into, and probably like the adult dwarf lady.
I heard that announcement from that gentleman, all right. And I dare say I've known all the people in this manor for the last day or so, and the only one I could ever think to be a murderer is that rotten thief. The others seem to be okay.
But I think he really is. I don't think he's working for LeBlanc. I just think he's a regular asshole. Let me put it this way. He did not know what was going on with this town, and he did not know how any of the magic shit here works. If he was working for LeBlanc, he wouldn't have been so easy to mess with.
That is an interesting insight. But as for the others, what do you make of them?
I don't know. You two? You were sniffing around. I really only just talked to the bard and the asshole. What do you guys think?
So you haven't spoken to the dwarven lady or the dwarves?
there wasn't much to say. She just waved at us, and Gendry was the one who gave her something to drink, but she seemed very confused and lost.
See.
Could be an act.
Could be. But why, and just sort of like gesturing towards the all of discard, why are you out of your armor? Doesn't seem convenient for a town guard.
He'll look at you and say the same thing, kind of. June wears armor, I presume.
Well, not really.
Okay.
He has traditional clothing from where he comes from, but as a barbarian, he doesn't have any.
Oh, sure, yeah, of course. He says, well, it is one of the rules of this manor, where you can't set foot inside this you can't advance further past these changing rooms without taking off your armor. And well, I woke up in this room without my armor on, and here I am trying to put it on. It takes a long time to put this on, I'm not doing this on purpose.
No, for sure. That can really cause a problem if you're trying to get someone out a window in a hurry.
John? I
Yes.
could look behind us as we move forward, covering more ground. It's Zarn says never split up, so I came up with a thing that means if I ever go anywhere, I know where he is. So I feel like there was other rooms, and if you're okay, just I don't have Zarn, so I only have you. You could just like look after me while I look around, then. But don't worry, I don't go blind or anything. I'm not using Jingle Jangle for it. I'm using him as magic. Mark, I would like to cast Arcane Eye, which is an invisible eye that floats in a space. I can move it 30 feet per turn. It can't pass through solid objects, but it can squeeze through things that are an inch high. So I'm hoping it's an old castle and there's space under the doors. And I would like to just like send it around. Woo-woo!
So,
surveillance.
So within 30 feet of it has to be within 30 feet of you, did you say?
But I can move it.
Yeah.
So I'll just put it for now, like here. So I'll go for anyone who doesn't know the spell. It's a 4th level divination spell, and an invisible magical eye within range. But once I cast it, there's no limit to how far away from me the eye can move.
Oh, wow. That's really
Which
cool.
is the very cool bit. And I receive visual information, which has normal vision and dark vision out to 30 feet. And the eye can look in every direction. It's an all-seeing eye.
Not knowing how that eye really works, Jin just kind of picks Kobu up, and a bit like a cell phone trying to get signal, he kind of just like he just moves Kobu around a little bit. It's like,
Brilliant.
is this okay? Is this acceptable?
I just picture that giant blue eye from Mario 64 that you have to spin around in a circle like that.
Yeah, it is. So Kobu pulls a little bit of bat fur from a twig nearby from a. That's a whole other adventure. But uses the bat fur to cast Arcane Eye.
Okay, so just to clarify, you can see just dark vision, or can you see invisibility, or can you see other shit? Or
normal vision and dark vision out to 30 feet around it. So every once in a while, as we move around, I might just say like, "I've moved north and left," or just it's to make your job harder is what I've done. You now need to pretend I'm in two places at once.
So
but for now, it's here.
And also, can other people see this eye?
It's invisible.
It's invisible. Okay, that's good.
But if you can see invisibility, then that's all good.
Okay. All right. So where are you gonna shunt this eye first?
I've put it to the door into the courtroom, or to where we were. I'm just going to send it forwards in time, not in time. Well, I guess also.
Wait.
Whoa!
It's going to move. It's going to move a second per second forward in time.
We're going. We don't need eyes.
Into like I don't know how to do the cool roll 20 like beacon beep, but like.
You just hold down the left click button. Yeah, there you go.
Hold it down. Well, I'm just drawing shapes now.
Yeah, you have to click on the pointer thing first.
There
we go. Perfect.
Oh, you learn something new every day. I want to send it in here.
Okay. Yeah, and the moment you do, that eye picks up Gendry coming out this door.
Hey.
Oh, that's so nice.
Hey. Like the fond.
The audience clap. Hey!
Yeah.
I took a separate from Gendry.
Cue the theme music.
So yeah,
There
Kobe,
a
you see
jukebox I
Gendry
can
just like kind of just dusting his hands off, walking out the steam room, going.
John, I found Gendry. Gendry's in the other room, just over here.
Oh, can you tell him to come here? It just keeps moving Kobu like
Can I?
over there.
Like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Hello. Hello. Oh, the signal is horrible.
Speaking of signal, Kobu waves his hand around and pulls out a short piece of wire and casts a message towards Gendry, which isn't Arcane Eye is concentration, but this isn't. Hey, Gendry, we're oh shoot. Okay.
In the changing rooms.
The changing rooms.
Okay. Yeah, Gendry, you get that little message kind of straight into your mind, I guess.
Am I able to respond to the message?
I think you are to message.
It has his ear to
Yes, you are.
Kobu still.
Yeah, you can respond to the message.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm in. There's a rather nice sauna back here. But I know we're here to do stuff. So I'll make my way across the courtyard and I'll meet you in there.
What did he say?
He said there's a nice sauna, and well, yeah, I think he's coming.
Good job. Do I put you down now or?
Please don't.
Okay. He just keeps going.
He just likes to be tall.
Yeah, as a tree, it's my one dream.
Mm-hmm.
Gendry, can I ask you to make a perception check as you approach the door, please?
It'd be my absolute pleasure. That's a 10, but I'm going to use one of my luck points to re-roll and take the new roll.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
20. Yeah,
Nice.
that'll do.
Nice.
It is not on the map, but you just catches your eye as you're like reaching for the door handle of this door. Just at the edge of this shrub, it just catches your eye. There is a hidden little hatch that is kind of haphazardly covered by this shrub.
And Gendry, like his outstretched hand that's reaching for the doorknob, just kind of freezes, and he and it retracts the hand, and he's going to go check out what that hatch is all about.
Okay, yeah. So it kind of shoving back all the greenery or the grayery.
The gray area. Yeah.
Oh, God, color-based puns.
I know.
Wow.
There is this this kind of like a wooden cellar door that leads underground.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? There's steps
Hello?
leading down. It doesn't. No, that's you echoing.
Ahoy, hoy!
And
There are 3 more of me in there.
and yeah, no response. Though, actually, Zarin, can I get a perception check off you?
Sure.
Let's skip over to Zarin for a second.
Perception. 15.
You talk for a second as you kind of come to your senses a little bit. You're in this shrine area, standing right before this tall statue with a whole bunch of candles sitting at the base of it. And just as you're looking around, kind of getting your bearings, you just faintly hear a hello.
Am I like? Because I was wearing full chainmail armor.
You're still wearing your weapons and armor, yeah.
Oh, good. Right. I thought I was naked. Okay.
Ooh.
Grand. Lovely. Okay.
That would be embarrassing.
Did you pick up from our part of the story that we were all naked while all that was happening?
Well, no. I mean, like, if you're not
Was
wearing
was that your theater of the mind?
yeah, like you weren't wearing your gear. That's what I kind of got from that, where it was like you were.
This is a PG stream.
Zarin goes commando in his armor.
Not with me on it, it isn't.
We just murdered a guy, true. So
Yeah. I'm. So this thing in front of me, like the altar-y thing with the candles and the what I kind of looking at it. I take it I just woke it up and this is in front of me. Is it?
Yeah.
And is it of anything in particular?
No, it's similar to the ones that were in the hallway, but this one's a little bit bigger. This one stands an awful lot taller.
And is it orange?
No, but the light burning off the candles is giving off a faint orange glow.
And I'm looking to see if there's any magic off the candles in any way, anything magical.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Big numbers, please. Big numbers. No.
Like, I mean, there's something there, but very, very hard to tell. It's kind of like, you see or kind of, like, it's just something, I don't know, maybe in the back of your mind, something about this layout, the statue or the candles or, maybe the aroma or something that's given off. It just kind of, that kind of nostalgic kind of feeling that it's just, you've smelt or seen or whatever that thing before, but it just can't. It's not coming to you.
Okay. I start to look around the area around me, like currently as I see on the map. Is there any doors? Any where did that like hello come from?
So it seems like it came from the statue, but there
is a statue.
There is a door here, and there is a door here.
And look, when you say it came directly from the statue or above, or
no, as if it came like out of the statue, so to speak.
And is there any hatches or anything around the statue? Any switches or anything like that?
You can roll an investigation check if you so like.
Okay. 16.
There is something in the kind. So let's just say the kind of the chest of this statue is right at your eye level.
Yeah.
Just beneath, like where the solar plexus would be, you get like this kind of. It would have been roughly around the time when Gendry opened up the hatch. This like little tiny puff of air just kind of hits your face.
I'm gonna kind of reach out and start trying to press on the area to see.
Ooh, can I get a sleight of hand check?
Sleight of hand. Okay. Not my forte, but we'll give it a whirl.
Before I see the result, okay, that was a 17. Before I hear the result, I just want to hear what Gendry was doing when he didn't hear a response to his hello call.
Having a generally bad feeling about dark cellars at this moment, knowing there's a murder around. He knows where the rest are, so I think if he doesn't hear a response, he closes the hatch back up and goes to meet the rest inside.
Okay, cool. I will open this door for you, sir, and let you accompany your companions. Whereas Zarin, in that case, it's a good thing you rolled a 17, because at your sleight of hand, you're just about to, like, I suppose, investigate the area where this puff of air was going in, and you just catches like when you're kind of feeling around this area, you're just like whoop, because you see this very faint glimmer of light in this kind of almost just ring-shaped hole in this statue with a wire on the other end of it, and you are getting the feeling that if you were to start poking around there, you might snap that wire.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the doorways. So this door over to this door over here. I'm gonna make a movement over there and just check the door, see if it's open, see if it's locked anyway.
It is unlocked.
It is unlocked. I'm gonna just gingerly push it open with the mace and peer out.
Okay. The room is empty. It is this kind of lounge area for, it's a small seating area, and as you can see out the window here, has a view of the gardens. It appears to be a place to relax after having dinner and stuff, a place for drinks kind of thing.
Would I take it, if you're saying the gardens are out that way, would I recognize the opposite direction that I'm guessing I would have stood in here? I know that's where the dwarf woman sat.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to just leave the door open and move across to here. And is that a doorway there?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to see if that's a door and check the door, see if it's open.
It is also unlocked, yeah.
And gingerly just push the door open with the mace and peer in.
It seems to lead to a garden path, but it goes around a corner, so you can't actually... Yeah, but if you turn around, that's no problem at all. You can definitely see.
Okay, garden path. I'm going to go back to a familiar setting. I'm going to go back to this room. I'm going to start making my way in through here. Into the kind of a more familiar area, and just kind of take in the rooms as I go very slowly.
Yeah.
Taking my time, not like, and I'm going to be like, Kobu, you anywhere here? I'm just kind of saying it loudly, calling Kobu's name.
Okay. So I'll start with the lounge where you just walked through.
Yeah.
You turn around calling out for Kobu, and towards this door where you came in, there's an unlit wall sconce on either side. There's an unlit wall sconce on this side of the wall, but this one on this side of the wall is lit.
Okay.
When you are in the dining room, you see that it's a long, narrow, solid wooden table that's kind of surrounded by high back chairs all around the table. But then just here on the wall sits a full body portrait, quite unnerving, of LeBlanc holding a cane in one hand and a severed head in the other, kind of adding a chill factor to the ambience in this room for sure. And this is kind of like just towering over the dining room table.
I just look it up and I just snarl at it. Is there? Do I see an obvious exit? Is that the one up in the top corner there?
Yeah, there is a door up here. Yeah.
I'm again making my way through the kind of slowly through, and to the doorway that's there, and again checking the door and gingerly pushing it open if it's unlocked.
Yeah, and it leads back out to the hallway where you are now familiar with.
Okay.
I assume.
I'm kind of like looking around for anyone. It's starting to call everyone's name in turn, mainly Kobu, repeating Kobu over and over again, and calling for everyone else to see where they are.
Yeah, I think because this door is open, you guys would probably hear Zarin calling out now at this point, so I will jump back over to you guys if you like. And thanks for the follow, Red Dragon 2 million.
2 million?
Yeah, there's a lot of zeros in there.
Oh, that's a lot of dragons.
Damn.
That's a Yu-Gi-Oh card right there.
Jun, we found Zarin. And I'm almost certain that none of us are the killer. Well, except for me. But that one doesn't count. That was a freebie.
That's not it. Technicality doesn't count.
Don't worry about it, Ellie. Not your jurisdiction.
So I think we all get together, and then as a group, we get everyone else together. And from what I've read in books that Zarin reads me at night, you put them under pressure. In fact, there was this one where it was a book within a book and a story within a story. They put on like a fake performance of like a killing murder mystery thing. And then the actual murder mystery was like, oh no, they know who I am. And it was the play that was the thing that did something or other.
I've actually done that before. I got hired to expose somebody's stepmother.
Oh.
In a very similar It was a wild party.
If we put on a murder mystery performance, then the actual murder, if they're there in the audience, will be racked with guilt, and they'll have to confess to us.
So we hear Zarin at this point, like while
Yeah, at some point we also shout Zaren's name. Sorry,
Yeah.
I meant to say that
During
before
the
I got
contest.
really sucked into Ben's thing with that one, and I forgot to say that.
Shelly puts Kobu down.
And Kobu, the best detective in the world, just got blessed by Ryan too. So
Hey, thank you. I feel blessed. Thank you.
so yeah. Let me open that door for you, Kobu, if you are going to Zarin, who is calling out to you.
The door handle's just damn it.
Like a cat.
Yeah. Oh wait, I've mage hand.
So yeah, you're in this small corridor, and you hear Zarin call out your name as he approaches from the foyer area. And I think Gendry would have caught up to you guys as well. So I think we have a reformed party at this point.
I've been moving through, kind of calling, so I don't know what direction they're in. I don't know if I can hear them calling my name in turn. Or...
Oh, they would. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would hear them too. Yeah.
So what do I know?
Mina
What
can
direction?
project.
You know that it's coming from straight ahead here. Yeah.
Cool. So I move up through, kind of listening out for their names.
Yeah.
There's Kobu, and I see Kobu, and I can literally, you know, he comes running.
I'm running like a kid being picked up from school.
And I hoist him up, and I just pop him back on my shoulders, like,
Shirt space.
Good to see you, boy.
So, we haven't solved the murder mystery yet, but I.
Well, we
have
eliminated one. This is Ellie. Ellie, this is Zarin. Neither of you guys work for LeBlanc, so one more down.
Eligor is still in the process of donning his armor.
Okay, sometime today, Ellie. I'm not trying to be mean, but sometime today.
I catch up with the rest of the group, I'm sure, and I see the town's guard like, a man of the law. And I kind of just nod approvingly. Has we confirmed that there has been a murder?
No, as in we're gonna get murdered.
So nobody's been murdered.
Well, nobody else has been murdered. Well, we don't know that for sure. Someone could have been murdered since we got whammied, you know? But the idea is that there's a murderer, kind of speculative, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Aspirational, right? Like murderer-elect, loose in the hospital.
Aaron, you bring up a good point, though. If the murderer is also killing other people, I hate to suggest it, but we could just wait until there's only one that isn't us left, and then we know who it is. And we didn't kill anyone, so we're fine.
Hey, that's a pretty solid plan, kiddo.
It is a good plan. I do believe that. But to save other people getting murdered unwarrantedly, I would suggest we gather everyone together. Also,
because like Milky Toast Pants did say that if we killed the wrong person starting now, it would go badly. So if someone else in this building panics and kind of kills somebody, and I kind of regret fucking with that guy earlier now, because I think I have primed him to be a loose cannon. So we should find him. I don't think he's the murderer. I think we've set him up to be stupid. Zarin was there and he didn't stop me.
Gendry's muted. If you're trying to talk, you're muted.
Oh, Craig, are you muted?
Yeah, sorry. I
no.
had a little coughing fit there.
Oh, that's right.
And didn't want to mess up everyone's audio. Yeah, well, I mean, if we were to gather everyone in one place, I have, I think, just the spell.
As do I.
A zone of truth, perhaps?
Oh, I think you meant like a gathering spell. I didn't know there was a spell for that.
No, but if we all get them in the same place, within a certain radius, I can hit them all with that spell. And if someone resists, I'll know. And we can just get the murderer or the murderer-elect to confess.
Yeah.
So they don't run away, I've got a pretty exclusive club they can all hang out in.
Hey, that's true.
Do we know where
Like, that's
everybody
just-
Did everyone get teleported around? And
We have no idea. As I keep saying, we know nothing. As like our constant state, we know very little. I do like how our default, this is Orla again. I do like how our default battle strategy is just, everyone we don't like gets 10 extra minutes in the bull pit.
I mean, fair strategy when you don't know anyone or anything or what's happening,
yeah.
Yeah, I think if we get everyone together, say in the courtyard or whatever, starting with our very slowly changing friend here.
Is he still changing?
Yes.
Are you done?
Well, let's just assume that he is changed by now. Changed.
Good.
Very proud of him.
And actually, while this conversation between you guys is happening, Zarin, you were probably beelining for the door, but there was someone out in the reception area who, a tabaxi lady, is going to follow you. Kind of right there. Said, haven't seen anyone in quite some time since I kind of blinked and just ended up in the reception area. I thought I was sleepwalking for a moment, but here you are. Who are you? I've not seen you before. What's going on?
I am Zarin Brighthammer, and I bow slightly. These are my friends. We are here at the behest, unwillingly, of LeBlanc.
Well, I mean, look, behest is a strong term. We got kidnapped.
Yes,
I mean-
I was trying to be fancy.
No, it just makes you sound like he hired us. And given the context of our little game, that's not a great misunderstanding to
We
bandy about.
hate this guy. He is an asshole, and he brought us here.
Worst.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, judging by what I heard moments before I blacked out, I don't know who you people are. I would rather keep my distance for a little while if that's okay with you.
Oh, we
Hold
have a
on,
plan, actually. We
Hold on
have
a
plan
second.
for that.
Who are you?
Oh, my name is. Well, actually, roll a persuasion check. She doesn't trust you.
Can I assist?
I feel like
Can
that's
I actually-
usual.
Can I actually do intimidation
Oh, sure. Yeah.
rather than persuasion?
I don't know if I'm assisting. I look a little nuts.
Are you proficient with intimidation? Mina?
I would be if I
think I
didn't roll
am.
I didn't roll a natural one.
Well,
no.
you can use the help
Oh.
action if
Can
you're
I
proficient.
can I roll separately?
Sure. So,
One
like, Zarin
thing.
stumbles over.
Oh no.
That
Or,
checks out.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2. So there was like a something in the water.
Yeah.
So,
it was like,
with that nat 1, Gendry would like to kind of use an out of turn reaction here to use Bountiful Luck.
okay.
And I can extend my halfling's luck to Zarin, and he gets to re-roll, but he has to take the next one.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
You can't do much worse than
awesome.
a 1 anyways.
No, and I think there's actually I should have looked this up. But I have a feature or a trait. Where is it? Basically, I'm overly intimidating. That's the whole thing. Menacing. I have proficiency on the intimidation scale, but like that's not going to do much. I have a +6 to it. Here we go. Better.
Okay. 14
Better.
works.
Better.
Yeah.
Good job, Gendry.
So, how do you intimidate this tabaxi lady?
Do not move. There is a potential killer here, and we have to find them. You are a suspect. You must stay and be interrogated.
Jesus. All right.
This is preposterous.
Yeah.
You
I like to think I rolled a 2 because I got so thrown off my game by that. I was just like,
You're calling the shots. You could be the killer. What's stopping you from rounding everyone up and just slaughtering them?
I mean, effort mostly.
Fair.
But sorry, go ahead.
We have been challenged by LeBlanc to find the killer. We are not the killers. We've been asked to find them, tasked by this wretched individual. And Zarin is getting, again, the frustration is starting to seep through by the kind of like, we need to get this done.
Okay, yeah, and with that successful intimidation check, she will comply, but she's not going to be happy about it. She'll be like, she's very pouty about the whole situation, you know.
Would you say she's getting a bit catty?
You could say that, yes. But yeah, so consider that another person rounded up for interrogation.
So we've got the guard, and we have the Baxi. Has Gen, like, not to speak out or metagame or do anything, but Gendry didn't tell us anything about the body.
Not that I've heard.
Okay,
not yet.
That's fine. Not yet. That's okay. That's okay. Just to be sure. Okay.
So, do you want to do your zone? Get everybody in the zone?
Is this what that means now?
I don't know. Like mind
like
control.
this?
I assumed it was a kind of mind control, is it not?
It's more like forced truthfulness than mind control.
So like brandy.
Yeah, like a magical brandy almost.
It's magical waterboarding.
Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, but no.
Advanced interrogation
Whoa.
techniques.
Probably if
Whoa.
Zarin does it, but probably not if Gendry does it.
Whoa.
Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
That's basically what it is.
I think perhaps we ought to maybe leave one or two of us here and go gather the rest. Make sure we got everyone here so we can just be efficient about it.
We want to split up.
Don't you worry about it, Gendry.
I mean, I don't
stay
think
watch.
anyone
I'm very
should
much
be alone.
worried.
Definitely not alone, but I mean, if we leave two here and the other three go, or we leave three here and two go.
I mean, I can be pretty persuasive when I need to be. I haven't had much chance to use that yet. I look at Zarin, but
Don't blame me for your dices.
Okay, you so started that. Okay, everybody's pissed at me, but you started.
I
it,
will
okay?
go with the little one. I do not want these two together anymore. Jin just takes Mina by the scruff. I have this one.
Do you want to go that way? And I point towards the music room, the dining room, and the drawing room, because I'm already that way, and I'm gonna see what my arcane eye is seeing.
Okay, so where's the arcane eye going again?
Let me pan across the map. Pan. Where were we? Oh no, Kobu can't see where he was.
So he was out in the courtyard. So
let's say the door that Gendry didn't go through. So we came from somewhere, came towards us, and there was another door somewhere. Let's send it in there.
Yeah. So in the it would have been the pool room on the placard. That one.
Yeah, that's it there.
Okay. So like there's no one in the pool room. Just kind of very peaceful and tranquil kind of area. You can see the water kind of, bobbing gently up and down in the little pool, but no people in there.
Pool room's clear.
Gendry, can I trust you to stay here with these two?
Oh yeah, I got this.
Are you certain? Are you going to be on your best behavior this time?
Again, aren't I always?
No. That's why I'm telling you.
Wouldn't have bothered asking.
I'm going to stay here as well. It's fine.
Was that meant to be reassuring? the fucking level-headed one over here.
Jin just ages like 20 years.
Muzzle going gray as we watch.
Yeah.
He has his mask back on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But yes, I have this one. She, troublesome as she may be, she is quite good at talking. I'll take care of this one. Let's be on our way. But he's still carrying her by the scruff. Like
Little legs going like this. She's just kicking her legs. She's having a great time.
Alrighty. Thanks for the follow, Evil Raptor.
A lot of dinosaurs tonight around the place.
There's a good few dinosaurs about the place.
Yeah.
So what is the plan then? So Jun, you're approaching the music room.
Yeah, let's start with the music room.
The
That's where
bard
the
is.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude was there.
You do see a bard, though he is looking a little grayer than normal, but his back is towards you.
Hey, what was it? Was it Olbert? Was that was his name?
Ulbert, I think.
Ulbert, yeah.
Ulbert.
Olbert. Hey, Olbert. I need you for a minute. Is that okay?
Response.
Ah, fuck. I would like to take a poker chip out of my pocket.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a poker chip. I'm just naming a random small expendable item that I might have in my pocket.
I thought you were going to come up with like a cool one-liner. It's like, come on, Ulbert, double tap.
No, it's just like the kind of thing I thought Mina might have loose in her pocket.
Royal
Pulls out a poker chip,
flush.
and she just fucks it at the back of his head. Does it sound like something hitting stone?
Yeah, it does.
Jean, let's go. Back up.
Right. They're heading out the door.
Bad.
Can I
I'm
get a-
bears.
Can I get a perception check from you, Jun, and Mina, actually? If I don't see
Okay.
you open there, Mina. Are you down there?
Ooh.
9. So, Mina,
I-
you're down by the music room as well, I take it.
Yeah, he was carrying her by the scruff.
Christ.
We're together.
What are these rolls? Why is
Oh my God.
dog shit tonight?
That is.
Well, can I
Nothing
use my
tonight.
bless to add just a little bit to that? Like, I feel like it's important.
No, it won't help. You can roll 4s. It'll be shit.
Fine. I'll
Like,
see.
I was distracted by realizing he was a statue, and I closed my eyes. That's what happened.
That's fair. I'll accept it. Okay, that's our rules. We'll commit to it.
Okay. So you're sticking with those scores. You don't. You're spooked by this once very jovial and lively bard. Now, just a whole chunk of rock by the looks of it.
Yeah, like, running away.
Okay.
No, I can't run. I'm being held in the air. I'm saying
Yeah,
the
so
words,
Jun is
running away.
backing away.
I'm yelling, running away, but I can't run.
Yeah, so then Jun will back away out of the room.
Okay. Yeah. The guys are still out in the hallway. Eligor is going to make his way out. He's fully in his armor now. So Gendry, if you want to follow, you can. But yeah, so that's up to you guys. What you want to do next, or how you want to convey that information.
I will just yell it. Watch out for statues, and then I'll point towards back towards where we last saw the thief and the dwarf lady. But I'm just yelling back up the corridor. Watch out for statues. Because I don't have a message or anything. I'm just yelling. I don't have any magical ability to do this.
Would it be worth going into the courtyard? Because from the courtyard, we can see into some of the windows. So if we do spot anyone, we can be like, hey, here. And at least then there's only like one singular entrance as far as we know. There was no like secret courtyard stones.
Yeah.
Should we all move?
Tunnel.
I'm
let's
gonna
do that.
move over this direction just to kind of suss out where all this area here. By the tree.
Gendry's keeping an eye on our new friends here, making sure they're
Sure,
keeping in tow.
I'm gonna drag them over there. Kobu, are you doing anything with that funky eye, or?
Yeah, let's because I think the guy's probably in the pool room actually, just above the courtyard.
It's
So
just in the pool room right now, yeah.
I'm happy to leave it to you as our illustrious DM to sort of just like move it counterclockwise around the rooms every time we sort of like in between scenes, so that if there is anything we might find, equally it could be a game of cat and mouse that they keep moving and I keep floating by. So let's leave it as a thing that it should I know anything, I fully trust you to let me know. But if we forget about it, we forget about it.
Okay. I will keep that in mind. So you're in the pool area now. So the next area it's going to look in is like down this direction, I take it? So-
well, let's let's send it down to the shriney area,
Yeah.
the little hatch. Let's go into the shrine.
Okay, so for right now, the shrine is empty. And I will continue to move it clockwise then from there as time progresses, just so we know where we're at. Okay, cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So you guys are in the courtyard now.
Yeah. Gendry, I too have Zone of Truth, and I can cast it at least twice. If you wish, we could interrogate who we have already and cut down on the weight and find out who these people are.
I really like the sound of that. If we can rule out these two, then we don't need to be keeping such a close eye on them, and we can get this done quicker.
And I kind of beckon to what's the guard's name? The guard's
Eligor.
Eligor.
Yeah.
And Eligor and the Tabaxi, I called them over and kind of gestured them off to kind of stand in the general courtyard area,
Just like
just in front of us. Yeah, not too far from us. Just kind of like, we would like to ask you a few questions, and I kind of just cast Zone of Truth where they're standing.
Okay.
I'm just going to mark it off my spell list. Here we go. Zone of Truth. So I turned to Gendry. What would you think would be the pertinent line of questioning for these individuals?
I think the most important thing is, has LeBlanc hired you to kill us?
Or has LeBlanc hired you to kill anyone?
Or anyone, yeah. Maybe make it more general.
Yeah, solid question.
It's like, either of you, have you been sent here by LeBlanc to kill anyone?
Both of them answer no.
But they do answer.
They do.
Okay. Do you have any plans to kill anyone here?
Talak will say yes. Eligor will say no. And she'll not act like surprised by her answer. As in like, oh, let that out. And she will follow up and say, rest assured it is none of you. It is LeBlanc I aim to kill.
Well,
Cool.
We can get
Yeah,
by
no,
that.
we're yeah, no, we're
that's
all
fine.
no, that's
We're
fine.
on a bad one.
Yeah.
Hey there was like,
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, no,
Safe
That's the
side
first
right
half, I'm not
now.
gonna lie, but-
let's join forces. Yeah.
We're right here with you. Right here. Yes. I kind of, how are you aware of the situation in Vibrance, this place?
Eligor will say, like I think so. Kind of like I kind of think I'm kind of a bit out of my depth here, but my main objective is to get everyone out of here.
cool.
Talak,
Same. Nice.
Talak will say she does. Yeah, just like I'm very much aware of what is going on around here. Yes.
This is no truth last. It's 10 minutes, isn't it?
Oh, all right.
That's quite a bit, yeah.
Does anyone have any questions that are pertinent to this investigation?
To the investigation.
Yes, we need to find the murderer. None of these don't seem to be here to kill anyone but LeBlanc.
If there's time left over at the end, like a couple, like where do trees come from? What's love?
Maybe don't
Is
hurt me.
there?
Maybe don't hurt me no more.
And war, what's that good for? These kind of questions.
Absolutely nothing.
Thing.
I will say this. If you are not here to kill anyone, and you're not here to kill any of us, Bar LeBlanc, obviously you're here to kill Blanc, that's fine. We support that. More power to you. But you're trapped in here just like us, and we have to find this killer. So we need your help to do so. Are you willing to help us?
Well, yes. Both of them say yes. And Eligor even follows up and says, "I have no desire to die in this place."
That we share that particular desire. Glad to know that the two of you can be trusted. Perhaps we should find the others, see what they're up to.
I forgot I wasn't in this. I forgot I wasn't here.
Have you made, like, I take you two have made your way back to us though at this point?
No, we were heading to
Or
the
other room?
courtyard.
The other room, yeah.
Oh,
We were heading to the courtyard where the tree was, I think, from the
Mm.
music room. Because we saw the statue. I was
Sorry,
like,
yeah,
don't know
I-
what that is, but I don't like it.
Okay.
And then I
Statues
said,
are-
book it to the statue because that's where the thief and the dwarf lady were. So that's where we were heading.
Just one more question for these two. So, do you know anyone else who is here that we should question? Anyone that you suspect might be a murderer?
Eligor will say what he told you back in the. Well, actually, you wouldn't have heard this, so it's good that you did ask. But he's if he was to suspect anyone, it was the thief dude. So we must find him.
Well, I mean, that's not going to be the right answer, because that guy's dead. I'm realizing now I forgot to mention anything. I was more concerned with getting back to everyone, but in that sauna, there was a bit of a secret room with one of those tanks. I took care of that. It has been destroyed, but that thief, his body was in.
He
Which
was
is
in.
why I was in such a rush to get back to you.
So somebody has been murdered already.
Yes.
So the killer is out there.
No longer murderer elect, it seems.
Yeah. Has
Someone's
fulfilled
been
his destiny.
murdered.
It is at this time, Kobu, that you see someone through your eye. It's a room you haven't been in yet. It's a nice, cozy-looking room. Armchairs by a fireplace, and you see someone climbing in through a window, wearing a bard's outfit.
Oh,
Bamboozled.
j'accuse.
There could be
That's-
more than one bard.
I knew it was the bard. It's always the bard.
I'm saying this, like, as
It's
far as
always the
Mina knows,
bard.
there are at least 2 bards in this building. So, like, there
True.
could be a 3rd bard.
Yeah, where there's two.
There
Maybe
can
he's
be
sneaking
only
in
one.
because
This
he
would have
was.
been roughly around that time Mina and Jun are leaving that music room place.
Nice. I do relay that there's a bard sneaking in the cozy room. Just so you know, I'll keep an eye on him. Now the eye is gonna follow him or her. I don't know.
It's a he. Yep.
Cool.
And they're actually kind of limping a little bit, kind of holding their hip as they kind of make their way over to the couch or the armchair, and they're just kind of catching their breath for a minute.
I played Dead by Daylight. I know what's happening.
No, nothing like that. But
If I just waited 1 second, some guy
It's a
would have changed.
zombie! Oh my god!
Anyone following them? It's the
Oh.
eye sees in all directions. So just so.
no one following.
Alright.
Yeah, so they're just chilling out there for a minute or so,
Cool.
kind of catching their breath. So, is there anything you wanted to do in the meantime? Or are you just going to stay observing?
Yeah, get real close, and then real far away.
Oh, okay. You see them look at their hand, and they kind of really focus on it for a second. Things start to change a little bit. It appears that this no magic rule doesn't apply to this individual because their shape begins to change.
It's John. Oh wait, it couldn't possibly.
And now they are going to assume the shape of someone you do know, who is Eligor.
Oh, look at Eligor. I'm on to you.
How
And
do you do that?
they are going to kind of, sigh, just catch their breath, and they're going to jump back out the window they came in.
Oh, I was gonna follow. Just gonna
Okay.
keep following.
Have Shun and I made it to the courtyard?
Yeah, you would have by now, I assume, yeah.
Only I suppose we don't see the thief for obvious reasons.
Oh, sorry. So it's just up around the corner here, so you can.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we would have been like towards here. What's
All right,
here?
I've lost kind of the run of where things are.
No worries. So.
Oh yeah.
You guys are all congregated there in the courtyard.
For the sake of Evil Raptor, in the chat, I am the Batman.
Oh. Stressing. You were acting a little Batman-y earlier.
Yes, yeah, it's the archetype, I suppose. Swear to me.
I've relayed all the information about the shapeshifting bard, by the way.
Okay.
Kobu will every time. The time I spill with japes and jokes, assume in the real game Kobu's filling you in. And things that are going around.
So Kobu was telling us about this individual that's shapeshifting and turning into the guard and stuff, so we all know this.
And coming in and out of windows.
Cool.
Well, that's an argument in favor of not splitting up again.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me that it turned into him? And I point at Eligor.
Yes, yeah. Not like nothing compared to you. You're Eligor. Like this guy. Well, actually, speaking of like his armor was like straight on. So like.
That's how we know. We get the two of them together, take off their armor, and see who puts it on quick enough.
If you take off their armor, I'll probably be able to tell them apart anyway.
True.
Those aren't as long, John.
So, Kobe,
Gosh.
this individual is currently running down a garden path towards a large wooden door.
Ooh, are they leaving like what would be considered the
Yes.
space? Like they're leaving the building entirely?
No.
Or like
you can still see like the walls on the outskirts of this thing, this manor.
Isn't the whole point that we're all locked in here together?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. If the murderer could just fuck off, that would really defeat the purpose of this puzzle.
Fair.
Kobu, can you tell from here where they are in correlation to where we are in this place?
No, but anyone else might. And what I'll do, because it's not a concentration spell, Kobu will basically turn into a CCTV, concentrating on the arcane eye, using the cantrip minor illusion to put a screen of what he's seeing.
That's cool.
Cinema time. Love
Yeah.
it.
Kobu sits down and just becomes a projector. Yeah.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, that is so funny. Oh my god.
And
Is there anything he can't do?
Like, wait, the signal's a bit wrong again, and he just
it's
one of the
doing-
twigs on the branches. He like changes it a little bit. There we go. Should be fine. Gives Kobu a couple of taps. So the minor illusion is better. Clears up the screen.
Love it, yeah, and it comes out across crystal clear. None of you recognize this pathway except for Zarin. It's the one you turned around the corner of to the shrine.
I know where that is.
All right.
And you
Lead the
see
way.
him. You see him at the door of this this building. It's at the very far end of this garden path that you looked around.
Yeah.
Kobu's eye is like right up behind his back. He is doing something to this door. He has it open, and inside you see a whole bunch of pipes and things like that. He turns around, closes the door, and you see him kind of messing with some sort of mechanism as he closes the door behind him.
Are we giving chase?
I can show you the way. It's not far. It's through the dining area and out.
Because I could get. Let's walk and talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it kind of start to everyone stay together, and we kind of start making the way
As a
down.
pack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
Also, as we get close to them, like act super casual, as if we don't know what they're like. Well, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, once we get within like 150 feet of him, I can just bamf me and Zarin over there and we could just murk him.
Yeah, the old smash and zap.
It works.
It works.
Yeah, so I start leading them down through where I came from initially, where I kind of teleported to back. You said he was the door. It was the door out to the area. He was doing something to, was it?
Yep, it was. Yeah, it's on.
I would like to climb up on Zarin's shoulders also while we're moving.
Oh, okay. Okay, and as we get to the area where the statue is, as I open the door out to look, and I look. So I take it it's the door that goes out into the corridor. Yes.
How do you mean? Sorry.
So
when
where the statue is. Sorry, I'll just move my.
Yep.
I'm just gonna move myself down here.
Yeah, go for it.
Sorry. So if I'm standing in this doorway here, looking at this door here, did you on the CCTV that we saw? Was it this door here that he was dicking with?
No. So if you were to go out of this door and turn the corner like you did, you can see a door further down that garden trail. So this door here is the one he was messing with.
Okay.
This is the window he climbed out of.
Okay. All right.
I'm muted. Let me know when we're within 150 feet.
Yeah. And is the eye still following him?
Yeah, as long as I have proper concentration, it lasts an hour. So as long as we haven't been an hour, I know we've definitely been 10 minutes with those guys. And for anyone in chat and anyone who loves Rose, I know minor illusion can only create an object. It's an object of a photograph of the thing I'm seeing. So it's a painting of the thing I'm seeing. So that's how I got around it.
It's like the music video to Take on Me.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that video.
Speaking of things that are gonna get stuck in our heads, just the second that I think we've got the right distance. I'm gonna dimension door me and Zarin onto this guy's ass.
Okay.
Literally onto his ass, like
right there,
right there, like
like yeah.
Yes.
Just dimension door is like out of his ass.
That's the door.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna Ant-Man this. Oh
no! What happens when you eat? That's what happens when you eat at Taco Bell, huh?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I started this and I already regret it.
You should. Absolutely should.
So you are still more than 150 feet away. Yeah. By the distance to the door.
Okay, well, we're gonna book it until we are in. I take it like if Mina's on my shoulders, I'm just gonna book it until we're in the distance until she gives me the tap, and then Kobu gives us the prompt when, like, if he's using the eye to see where he is. We're not. I'm. If we know that he's tampered with that door, so I'm not going to try and interact with it.
Sure.
So,
so when you get to about so when you're now that you're here, this area here, that would be roughly.
Okay. Dimension door.
Okay. Interesting stuff. So just yourself and Zarin.
Yeah. Well, I can only take one other person.
Yep, I'm gonna loop you over here, and you come right out of his ass.
Oh, I didn't really see that.
So yeah,
too late. You've seen everything.
You dimension door, and you see this this other Eligor kind of go, and he'll immediately draw his blade.
Can we attack him with? We must have kind of surprised.
You would definitely get a surprise round at this.
I feel like it must have been a little surprising.
Sorry, go ahead and surprise him.
I'm gonna shock and grasp because that'll stop him having reactions.
Same. What's it gonna shock and grasp him?
You grab one shoulder, she grabs the other. Just
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit. Oh wow, 23 definitely hits.
23 to hit. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
19.
Nice.
Oof. Shit, that is max damage right there, is it? No, 3d8, sorry. Wow, 21 points of damage. That'll.
Well, I cast at the highest level because I'm a warlock, so.
Yeah, true.
That's 21 lightning damage and no reactions for that bitch.
And 14 lightning damage from me.
Okay, yeah. That's a lot of damage. 35 points of damage. We'll roll some initiative now.
Okay.
Ooh.
I've also lost my token somewhere. I really lost the run of this. Roll20 is kind of fighting me right now.
Or I think you're back in the sauna changing rooms. I don't know if you came into the foyer you might be up.
Oh, wait. No, I figured it out. I figured out why. My Roll20 just did this thing where it like threw me into the darkness and I couldn't see what was going on. But I'm back.
Back in the New York groove.
I will also need initiative from Gendry and Jun. Oh, no, Jun's in. Gendry and Mina. Sorry.
I did roll, but I forgot to click my token.
Oh, yeah, I'll add you in then. No worries. What did you roll?
With a 14.
Hey, June, you're up first.
Yes.
You hear this guy going, "What the hell just came out of me?" And you just hear this. Zzz.
Like, I don't want to see that. That's why just closes the door.
Bye.
Do we know where they dimension doored?
Like you could definitely have heard the shriek from the direction it came from, and it came from directly.
I would have probably told you I was going to do it as we were running.
Okay, so it's like directly down here, right? Like,
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
okay, yeah. So he's gonna he's gonna dash to get there as quickly as possible. So that's 80 feet of movement for me,
Hey,
Wow.
because he has 40 feet of movement. That's like right here. Perfect.
cool. Okay. So that would be your movement and action. Would you like to do anything with a bonus action or anything like that?
Not yet. No, I'm gonna withhold my bonus action this turn.
Gendry, your turn.
Alrighty. Oh, Gandry's gonna take his full movement. And do I have the range for that? Because that would be very, very nice. Yeah, I think kind of knowing that this door is most likely tampered with, as he gets a little bit closer, he's going to extend a hand and launch a firebolt towards the door.
Nice.
Nice.
Does an 18 hit the door?
It does. Yeah, it was a very precise firebolt.
Lovely. And it just like hits up against the door, doing 12 points of fire damage.
Yeah, and the door just like burns to cinders, and it was a plain old wooden door, but you see this like kind of bit of
So
cloud-
plain old wooden. So you just brush past that as if a plain old wooden door wouldn't be emotionally crippling to some people at this time.
You know what's never stumped a D&D party ever?
Door.
You're right. That was very insensitive of me, Kobu.
The glorious
Hey,
thing you
it could-
described.
It could have been a mimic door. Like, we
Your
don't know.
Your long lost cousin erupts in flames. Henry,
Orbu.
Or
I've been to that wedding.
you see this this mechanism amidst the burning wood, and it triggers triggering this kind of container, I suppose, for lack of a better word, just drop onto the ground, sending this kind of very bubbly substance onto the ground. It seems to be killing the grass.
oh no.
Yeah.
Grass murderer.
Grass. Yeah, it's like Kobu's worst nightmare.
Yeah,
This
Kobu,
guy's
Kobu, stay
like-
away from that.
I didn't sign up for a horror campaign. Oh my god.
A lot of body horror in this episode.
There is it definitely looks like an uncomfortable substance to come into contact with, for sure. Anything else from yourself, Kendry?
I think that, yeah, I don't have anything fancy. I want to do my bonus action on this turn, so that'll be it. Oh, actually, wait, it's a cantrip, which is a bonus action, eh? Interesting. That's very interesting. How close is Kobu? Close enough. It's like, oh, all right,
It matters.
time to take a ride, buddy. Try not to resist. And he's gonna burn 2 sorcery points to twin vortex warp on himself and Kobu.
Oh my
Through
god.
the door, past all that bubbly liquid stuff.
Nice. Vortex warp for the win.
Magic makes you so lazy. Why can't you walk like everyone else, old man?
And Gendry, who's now like 60 feet or so ahead of Jun, is like still faster than you.
Magic is cheating.
All right, just drop yourselves where you want to be, and that is totally fine.
All right, so we'll be. Oh, I don't think I can get past that door.
Oh, sorry. Let me unlock that for you, sir. Ooh, no.
Beauty. And yeah, like whatever the radius of that nasty bubbling is.
Yeah, like it's just right at the door frame. So yeah, you're
Beauty.
fine. Yeah. Cool.
I would like not to be in the evil goo.
Yes.
Yes, avoid the evil goo.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you, please.
Okay, that brings us back to our to Kobu for the first turn.
Oh, cool. Having just been vortex warped through, Kobu's going to involuntarily start spinning. It's like, whoa! But the friction of wood against wood accidentally sets off a firebolt at the guy.
Oh no!
Can't tell if you're doing this deliberately anymore, Ben. I genuinely can't.
Yeah, it's, and we see a couple of those swirly birds come out of our face. I like to think that Kobu is never intentionally offensive, so I have to come up with creative ways to make them useful. So I will cast a firebolt. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jesus.
Doing 9 damage.
Okay.
And then as his action, because that was an action, which he was not aware of. So the thing he's going to try to do is cast Sanctuary on himself to slow himself down. He's like, ooh.
I was going to say that that damage actually is going to finish the job.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So you can retcon that if you like. I don't
No,
know.
it's what he pretty cool. So
Let's
I will
hope
use
this
that
guy's
spell
the
slot.
murderer.
Oh,
So-
yeah,
No,
true.
it's too late now.
Yeah.
As
Whatever.
the firebolt connects with this Eligor, you can see them hold up their hands. They go, they scream in pain, and you see them kind of shape change again, and you see them like change into the bird, into the thief guy, that kind of like real Terminator 2 style, just change. Yeah.
Nice.
And
Was he the receptionist? We didn't kill him all along. Was that the receptionist?
no, the last form.
Sure, Zarin, yeah, for sure.
The last form you see is that of the dwarven lady, and she kind of looks up at you all like as her skin blisters, and it's like LeBlanc will get you. And then, lastly, her last form is that of a pale-skinned changeling. Before she flops to the ground, dead.
Fire is really bad for them. They historically hate it.
Being set on fire is bad for most people.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
A lot of our
most.
stories are like
Fire
is the
does hurt a
weakness.
lot of people.
Like
The
just
bullets, my one weakness.
yeah, you know, like I'm really susceptible to being murdered.
So there you
Super
have it.
allergic.
Yeah.
That was wild.
So we did it, right? We did the thing.
I think we did the thing.
I just assume we did the thing.
It would be strange if they were like, LeBlanc's gonna get, and they were like,
Just
maybe.
some other random person.
Although I suppose if I was killed, I'd be like, well, the other guy, he'll get
Yeah,
get.
it's like,
probably
I'm
gonna
a
get you
murderer,
now
but there's
'cause of
another
this.
one.
No, that's a solid point.
So you are fairly sure that you probably have done the job because, you know, nothing terrible has happened once you killed this individual, as LeBlanc promised would have happened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but he could be full of shit. We don't know.
That's
He
very
is.
true.
Yeah.
He probably is.
He probably is.
But
We don't know that he has any power at all. So far, all he's done is
taunt
twitch
you.
at us.
Tricks. Yeah, he's just throwing
That's-
tricks.
That's very fair indeed. So as you stand over the body of this now charred changeling, could I ask everyone in the room to make a perception check? So this is everyone but Jun, unfortunately.
Jun's getting there.
Yeah, he's like getting there, still panting, you know.
Well, with the next dash action, he should get there.
Ooh.
So
Gendry, you can do so with advantage, actually.
Oh, lovely.
wow, good rolls, guys.
All my
Yeah.
skill checks are so bad tonight. I'm rolling
Uh,
under
damn.
10 for all my
Greg,
skill
will I
checks.
take the 19 or the 19?
I'll go with the 19. Thanks.
But Zarin got a 20, so you're that little bit further away. But Zarin, you just hear like this kind of turning of kind of clockwork and that kind of thing coming from behind this shabby old wall.
I just go up and just I'm like
Yo!
through the wall.
Nice, yeah. Definitely not gonna make you roll for that. The rule of
Yeah.
is definitely gonna take precedence there. Yeah, it just crumbles, revealing another tank.
Hey, there's the second one. Oh yeah. I
Should
got
we
the other one
drink
early.
this?
That's up to you guys.
I mean, that Mina is asking that aloud to the party. Should we drink this?
I think we should collect some of it at least. I haven't partaken of any beverages of color yet. Um,
I'm sorry, beverages of color?
Looks like they are.
It's true. It's
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
correct term.
Yeah.
What
In a
but-
place that's otherwise colorless, I
Yeah,
suppose that is
yeah.
Rabbit hole.
lingo.
Not gonna.
Just carrot juice, actually. It's just-
I'm so mad because it's not gonna be carrot flavored or orange flavored. Mark's bullshit logic on this is gonna be fucking like strawberry flavored or some fucking nonsense. I'm already mad about it and I don't even know.
Is there a tap or some form of nozzle on this one?
There isn't. You're gonna have to do the same as you did last time and try and.
How about buddy? How about I give this a go? Because you're a little smash and grab, which I respect.
He's good at what he does.
Yeah. But how about I give this a little finesse?
What he does ain't pretty.
Be my guest.
I'm gonna get a dagger and try and like pry out like a little bit from one of the bolts or whatever, and just try and like get enough to get a stream going.
Let's get a sleight of hand off him.
Dookie. That's a 14.
14 will do. Yeah, you're able to kind of get a steady enough stream out of there.
So I
kind of gonna.
fill another water. I fill a different water skin. I don't mix them.
yeah,
That
don't
would
do
be a
that.
fat frog. So that's a good idea. Mixing the blue wicked and the orange Cardi breeds through.
Oh,
So as this thing is like
so
steadily
distressing.
draining now, is anyone partaking in a typical?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tempted.
Should finally get there. Like, oh, I need.
Hey, John, are you thirsty after all your running?
You know what?
Mina's gonna fill the water skin and then she's gonna be like, fuck it. And she bangs her head under, gets a big mouthful.
Mina does? Okay.
Yeah.
Shouldn't does the Tom Hardy thing in Venom where he just jumps into the aquarium with all the crabs? And he just
I
like
mean, emotionally, that's where she's.
that's what he does. Is I'm just gonna sit. No, he's not gonna do that. No, he does get there. He's pretty fast. You know, he just doesn't have magic. But
So,
yeah.
I drink some of the orange stuff.
Okay. Does Jun?
no, he's not gonna partake in
Just
this
Mina
one.
for right now. That's cool. I'm making note of that.
Yeah.
And it does, to your surprise, taste like orange.
Oh, what?
I-
Hey.
I thought it'd be rude
Insight check.
Like for the oranges. It's gonna taste like oranges.
Yeah, it's more tangerine. He was really getting us with that.
Tango.
Pomelo, actually.
Oh, tang.
It's Sunny D.
Oh,
I'm very allergic to Sunny D.
In
Or
real
not
life?
Mina.
Oh, wow. I think
Let's not
most
drink
people
that
are
this
this.
I'm allergic to aspartame, so.
mm.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I smash it now?
Yeah, smash away, buddy.
So you destroy the thing spreading the gloop absolutely everywhere, and it just eventually just seeps into the ground. So I have my notes right. Mina's the only one who drank some.
Yeah,
That's
so I've
correct.
drank
Yeah.
both now. But I also have some of both and some water.
Oh yeah. No, that's good. That's good. So there you have it. The tanks have been destroyed. The killer has been thwarted thanks to Kobu's eye. They've been sneaking around the manor, jumping through windows, secret passages, the likes, murdering folk while you were cobbling on other sides of the manor. But there you go.
We straight up destroyed that poor changeling. Like, dear Lord.
I wish I could have
I mean-
seen that. I got there a bit late. I apologize.
It was pretty cool. It was like,
Yeah, it was pretty wonderful.
bam, zap, zap.
We'll have to
Yeah.
take your word for it, I guess.
It was a pretty good reenactment, really. That was the whole thing. You didn't miss much.
And it was the play that was the thing that got the guy. We did a reenactment of a fight, and it worked.
That is exactly what we did, Kobu.
Yeah, that is exactly it, my
It's-
friend.
Never underestimate the power of literature.
Very true.
Do you think, Mina, would we have a chance on the stage as actors, as a group?
Oh, absolutely. You know, you've got a lot of presence, Zarin. I think people notice. People turn around, they notice you. That's like 50%. That's 50% of the struggle. It's just getting, especially in a tavern setting, you know, it's getting people to like stop their shit and like pay attention to what you're doing in the corner. Like, absolutely, that's a huge part of the battle already won.
I'm feeling very
Zaren's
confident.
Like Shakespearean actor holding the skull, but he just crushes it.
I would watch the shit out of that version of Hamlet. A version of Hamlet where instead of thinking things through for too much, Hamlet's just really beefy. I would fucking watch the shit out of it.
That was the Arnie Schwarzenegger version in Last Action Hero. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's like
That's exactly what it
I
was.
still have that movie on VHS.
To
like,
be or not to be. Not to be.
amazing.
That was it.
So that's Zarin. That's the production
Right
Hamlet we're gonna put on for
Yeah.
Zarin.
So, yeah, congratulations, guys. You have successfully now completed the House of Blues and the Orangery of Seclusion. I'm going to leave it there for this evening.
Lovely.
But you still have to make your way out of the manor first. But we'll pick up that next week, I think.
Very
Looking
exciting.
forward to it.
Yeah.
And for anyone playing this in the future, it's the changeling. So it's a pretty helpful tip there.
Yeah, it's the person who could
it's
be
not the
Anyone.
anyone.
Yeah. It might even be you.
That would be funny if there was actually a changeling bard in the party. It's like, wait.
I wrote a whole campaign where you could be the murderer and you wouldn't know until the game started.
Oh, I love that.
I did a
That's
one-shot
great.
like that before as well, yeah. Where I gave everyone motives and stuff like that, and one of them
Love
actually-
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was the
that's
general
great.
gist. Everyone had a motive for murder, but only one of them actually did it.
No, they're fun.
That's cool. I love that.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks to you guys as always for making this one hell of a mini arc and very entertaining indeed. And thanks a million to everyone who's watching as well. And we'll pick this up again this day next week. So I hope to see you all again soon.
Absolutely.
See you next week. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, guys. No worries.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.